Get scared, huh?
Sequence touchdown.
And you got what?
9 and 8. That's not crazy.
Swift on Pro Bowl this year. Lock it in.
Zone touchdown, Detroit Lions.
8 Flowers for a 3rd round pick.
No.
You're tripping.
The gut punches will stop.
Look, I'm hyping it up. Look how good we look, and then you can't hear me. Okay, now we sound good. Now we should have sound. Okay, well that was awkward. Hold up. There we go. Now we sound good. Now we sound better. Look, I was talking about all this setup we got going. We got the cool little, you know what I'm saying, thing going on down here. The camera's looking, it's popping. So here we are, man. My bad. I forgot to mute. I don't know. I forgot to muted you when you go through the intro. Unfortunately, Rad's not here today. He's not feeling well. Get better soon, Rad. But the show must go on. So today we're going to be talking about this combine, man. And it's long. I kind of forgot how long it was, but it didn't go up to 11 o'clock, which was nice. It only went to about 10 p.m. if anybody watched the combine. And we're going to talk about it all today. Everything I took away from it. I found a way to get beats on here. So let me show y'all this actually. Let me know if you guys can hear this. This is the real test. Come on, man. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Because if you guys hear that, we're good to go. And I don't want this to be like overbearing or loud. Just a nice little, you know what I'm saying? Nice little background beat. But I think I forgot. I think I figured it out. How it's such a silly. So we're going to get to it all. But I gotta check this first because you know me and the beats. I rock with the beats. The beats get me flowing, we rolling, and everything sounds good. You can't hear it? Okay, let me try one more thing. Let me try this. Because I looked it up. I thought I had it, so let me try it. Ooh, that's actually loud. Hold up. Ooh, gosh, dang, that's actually loud. Okay, maybe it's just loud for me. Oh, y'all can hear it though. All right, we'll figure it out. I'm going to go back up to the top real quick. Say what's up. Oh, it's too loud. It's now too much. Okay, so we got to find a middle ground here. Let's find our middle ground with that drop. Okay, how about bam, middle ground. Let's try that. We right in the middle. Now we should be good. Let me go up to the top real quick. Say what's up to who was in here early. I'm not going to try to even mess up your name again. What's going on, man? He said, let's get it. He's talking about the quarterback. Cole Kelly. Yeah, this is actually the first time I've even heard of this guy. So it was nice. I had to check him out a little bit after seeing today. Yo, the truth in the building. Jason H. Olave is my new favorite. Man, Olave and who was it? I'm losing the guy's name. The other kid out of Ohio State. Getting a lot of hype every time they caught a pass. It was loud in there. By the way, there's no way I could do that. No way I could go sit there for like 5-6 hours. That'd be nuts. I was struggling here to do that. 2 guys under 4-3. Yeah, there was a lot of fast players too. I don't know. The Taekwon one threw me off. I definitely didn't. I didn't think he was slow, but I definitely didn't know he was 4.21 fast. I know these are unofficial times, but gosh dang, that would be the fastest 40 time ever at the combine if that's official. So we'll see how that goes. Justin Walker became a new member. I appreciate it, man. Oh, I love the picture. You got Okuda in there? You got Okuda? You got Hawk in there? Is that what that is? Look, we got some hype here. El Rocco. Sorry, I don't know. Yo, let's get our 2022 is our year. We actually have a great team already. If we address receiver and defensive tackle in the draft and get D-line, wide receiver, linebacker, and safety in the draft, then it'll be playoffs. I like it. And today we got to see tight ends, receivers, quarterbacks. So for anybody asking how has Aiden looked, I saw that comment. Today was just these 3 positions at the bottom here. Tomorrow is running backs and y'all are going to have to help me out. Running backs and offensive line, I think. And then Saturday, we're going to get Saturday starts the weekend starts the defensive side of the ball, and then Sunday's defensive back. So I think Saturday's the day for like Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, who both said they're going to be doing these workouts. So we'll be able to talk about that for sure. Let me scroll back down, though, make sure I'm not missing anything because I know there's music playing. It's on. We sound good. Garrett Wilson. There you go. Garrett Wilson. Malik Willis. Okay, we got to talk about Malik Willis. Old line running back. All right, cool. All right, good. We sound good. We look good. Okay, good. I don't want to miss. There's a lot of comments, yo. So let's dive right into this. Where should we start here? First off, I got to plug a little bit. I put it in the community, but if you guys go to doseofdion.com, can I? Ooh, I can't share the beats and okay, you know what? You can't share both? Come on, man. All right. We're going to stop sharing this for a second. I want to share something else with you guys. Just real quick, just to show you what we have to keep up with the combine. Now, I'm updating this myself, so sometimes I am a little bit behind. I could miss some things that I'm going to have to come back to, but I think we did pretty good. So if you go on dosedn.com and you go to the 2022 big board, I have been updating with all the numbers for each positional group. So here's tight end. Now, the order really doesn't matter. It's kind of like a rough order that I've been putting together. But, you got your 40 times, bench press reps, vertical, broad jump. Not everybody does everything. Some guys don't do anything. Some guys didn't do the combine. For example, Drake London did nothing because he's coming off an injury. So a lot of guys do have numbers in here, though. So if you want to check that out, we got tight ends, a lot of receivers, and then also quarterbacks as well. So I just wanted to plug that real quick. Kelvin Austin, English. Okay, now let's throw this back up just so we can get the beats going. We're using Spotify for this. I never even thought about this, but this is good. This is good. Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. The whole wide receiver ranking board about to look a lot different by tomorrow. Yeah. Certain things are gonna change for me too. Music too loud. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit. It's different because my headphones aren't at 100%. Maybe I should do that. That way I know. It's still kind of loud though. All right, let's do that. Let's see how that goes. But the thing about the receiver position is like a couple of little things have changed a little bit for me after watching this. Definitely got to look back at some guys from seeing this. I think that's kind of the point of it too. Like that's the point of the combine. Kelvin Austin, who's the Cincinnati wide receiver. Okay, glad you brought that up, Johnny. Let's start there. Let's start with receivers. This is going to be the talk because this is our biggest need, you would probably say, of any of these positions that went today. Receiver. There was a lot to like at receiver. There's a lot of fast players at receiver, but Alec Pierce definitely stuck out. And you know what? I actually want to pull the numbers up on Alec Pierce. Let me just read them off. Alec Pierce, the numbers that he put up were fantastic. And I knew he was athletic. I knew he was fast. He's a big body. He can attack in the red zone. But the numbers that he put up, 40.5-inch vertical is the highest vertical of the combine, or of the receivers at least. I mean, he had a 10.9 broad jump, 4.33 40. We're going to have to check the officials on that one because, we'll have to see. But that stuck out because I knew he was athletic and like, oh, that's something you could build on there. The route running was something I think he can improve upon. But those numbers, I didn't expect him to do that. And I think that's a kind of guy when you listen to what Antoine Randall L and stuff are talking about, or not Antoine Randall L, but Ben Johnson, Holmes, perimeter targets, but also guys in the red zone. He's made money in the red zone. So, hey, that's a guy to look out for. Didn't love his Senior Bowl, but he's definitely someone to look out for. The combine going to determine the top 10. You think so? You guys think it has that much impact? It's going to be interesting because I think Saturday seeing Kayvon and Hutch, which I both think they're going to do extremely well, how big of the separators are there. And I'm really curious to see how fast Hutchinson runs. I really am, because it's easy to kind of get down on him when you think about Thibodeau and like, oh, he's so fast, so explosive. But Aiden can move. Like, he absolutely can move. So they're both going to put up great numbers. I think Kayvon puts up a little bit better numbers in those categories, but man, who knows? And maybe that does decide it. I don't know. I'm not trying to put too much stock into that, but man, you can't help but be excited. Maybe just because it's football and we don't have a lot of football. I don't know. YouTube trying to delete me. What? Hey, don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. London shout out Monroe. I saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that. I should have said something. Calling that guy the sun god. Actually, Rad called me today and talked about that. Would love to have that dude. I just think he goes too early. Maybe we trade up for him. He said if Hutch is gone, Olave at 2. Okay, so stop. Okay, hold up. Olave, he did look good today. And it was both the Ohio State receivers. They were getting a lot of love. Let me see my notes. The guy he had a 10-4 broad jump, 4.26 40. He had the fastest 40, I think, to be like, it was the first guy. I was like, dang, he ran that. Because Calvin Austin ran like a 4.32, and then it was Olave. It was like, whoa. And then Tyquan Thornton ran a 4.21. You're like, what the heck is happening? But he did look good. And that's like Olave's good at a lot of things to me personally. I think the guy's a fantastic route runner. I think he's got a lot of speed, and he showed that he's got that second gear. I just don't love him playing through traffic as much, but definitely think he'll be a top pick. Wouldn't go number 2, though. There's no one else. There's got to be someone else. I can't take Olave at 2. I can't do it. I could see if you're like, hey, I'd trade back and then grab Olave. Now we might be talking, but I can't take him at 2, man. Come on now. Drake London, Amon-Ra, TJ Hawkinson, Swift would be scary. Oh, that would be really scary. Plus, those two together would be great. I mean, they were great at USC. The way that both of them can play slot, both can lay on the outside. It's beautiful. Another guy that stuck out to me big time today from receiver, and you guys already brought him up, Christian Watson. Man, like Christian Watson, and I don't know if I said it in the video or not, but I was like, man, I think I said this guy will be a round 2 pick. He's got to be moving up boards. I don't know where people got him on their boards. I already had him high on my board. I had him as I came in with him as a top 5 receiver. I actually ranked him at 4. Gosh dang. But we'll see how that goes. But I had him as, in that range of one of the top 5 receivers in this class with, around the Olaves and the Jahan Dotson. I know he doesn't have that same production, but he also put up nuts numbers today. Christian Watson, who had a 38.5-inch vertical. He ran a 4.28 with his first 40. Okay, now we're talking about a guy that's like 6'4", right? This is a big dude. 4.28 40, 4.31 40. That's his vert. An incredible broad jump. I think it was one of the best in the entire class. He just looked good all around. I thought he looked really smooth when he was running the gauntlet, however you feel about that. I just thought he looked smooth all around. And then the deep route running, there was a lot of confidence there. There was smooth route running on some of those double moves, the post corners they were hitting. It was like, okay, Christian. So I'm just saying, if he's not up your board yet, you might want to move him up. That's all I'm saying. I think what he did was, for me, because I already liked the guy a lot, was kind of just check the box of like, okay, what I thought I saw, because he's playing FCS schools, I saw he did the Senior Bowl, and then you see it again in the combine. You're like, all right, he's good. Yeah, 34. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad at it. Christian Watson is one of those guys. I almost look at it like, it would be tough for me to pass on him. It really would. We'll have to see where the draft takes me, because there's going to be other guys that I really like, but it'd be tough for me to pass on him. I know he might not be the favorite if I was at like a pick 34, but it'd be tough. It'd be tough, man. It really would. Who else are you guys talking about? Hey, Dose, would you be if we took Hamilton at 1 and Willis at 32? If we took Kyle Hamilton if we took him with our first pick, I wouldn't be mad if we took Kyle Hamilton at all. I wouldn't be. I would like to get a pass rusher at that spot. No, there's a lot of good ones, but I would love to get someone that's just like a scary player, that teams are just like, whoa, all right, it's a threat. You have to worry about it going into the game. Wouldn't be mad, though, because I think Kyle Hamilton's a great player. He's super impactful for a safety for sure. Now, Willis at 32, I don't think he's falling to 32. Willis is weird because y'all know how I came in feeling about Willis. Willis, the first thing is, like, I feel like he's got to sit at least a year. Some people were saying even 2 years. Willis has got to sit. But we saw today, again, what we saw back in college, and it's great, right? There's no one hitting him. He's not wearing pads or anything like that. But the dude has by far the biggest arm in this class. Like, it's not even close. And it actually made it exciting because the first wave they went through when they were throwing these go balls, it was kind of like, okay, we're throwing go balls when Sam Howell's group. But when that group came in and you had Carson Strong, you had Malik Willis, you had, who was it? What's the guy's name? The Kelly guy. You had these big arm quarterbacks and they're ripping this thing to the opponent's 30-yard line. You got Malik Willis, who gets the last rep of each one. He's throwing it to the opponent's 25-yard line. The guy's throwing it like 65 yards in the air. It's like, oh my gosh, like you knew he had a rocket, but then he's dropping them in there. It's like, this is nice. And we saw a little glimpse of that when he dropped them in the bucket at the Senior Bowl. So, look, the thing is with Malik, I feel the same, though. He does do some things that scare you. The issue I think with Malik is that I don't think he falls to 32. I really don't. Like, Kenny Pickett, I know he's well-rounded, and he may end up being the first. That was my thought, is that he'd be first, but who knows? That can easily change. Depends on who guys fall in love with. But definitely don't think he'd fall to 32. I think if you wanted him, and again, I have no issue with that. If you find a guy that you love and you're like, this is the guy, go trade up for him, go get your guy, and I would have no issue with it. But I just don't see him falling to 32. You know, there's too many teams that could use a quarterback. Definitely, I would find it hard that he gets by Pittsburgh. You know, let's just start there. Who picks at number 20? I think it'd be really tough for him to get by a team like Pittsburgh. And let me put these beats back on. So, and I love the things. Like, first off, we know two things about him. Chat, let me know if you guys have seen the movie Draft Day. Let me know if you guys have seen that movie, right? The Kevin Costner movie. So, in Draft Day, he writes down in the little, the little the sticky note. He writes down a little sticky note. The guy that he's saying to himself, draft this guy no matter what, because there's a lot of craziness. Your mind's gonna be racing that day, but draft this guy no matter what. And I can't remember who that guy was. Just some edge rusher. But I feel like with Malik Willis, there's a couple things that stick out. Like in that movie, they were talking about the quarterback, and guys didn't like him. They weren't going to his party and things like this. And it was just that side that was the red flag, and teams started passing him. Malik, I almost feel the opposite. Because we saw it at the Senior Bowl. We saw him, he got interviewed. Seems like a really, happy, fun guy. But then you see him at the Senior Bowl. Who does everybody choose? Who does everybody choose in that competition drill where they're all thrown into a bucket? They all go with Malik Willis. They all go stand behind this guy that's thrown into the bucket. And that tells me that the teammates like him. They're with him. And it maybe just his personality, his loud, outgoing personality, but they're all with him. And then you see, today, you see, the video that goes out there of him helping the homeless guy and giving him some stuff. Like that kind of thing can make a team fall in love with a player. And like, you could really like that guy. It's like, well, this could be a franchise quarterback for it. He may need some years, but we really just like what he brings to the table, the head up. I guess they got rid of the Wonderlic, but that sticks out. It does. I just don't think he falls to 32 after what happened at all. Like, no way he falls to 32. Like, we know he's got tons of arm strength, but even today, you saw a couple passes that were like, oh gosh, that's not good. Like, he just completely overthrew a guy, threw it right over his head. But it's those magical passes that stick with you where he just drops it 65 yards and you're like, whoa, okay, that's something. So for me, I just think he goes too high. That Drake London video. Oh, did we talk about that in the Drake London video? College footballs are a little bit smart. That's true. Pickett didn't do well in cold conditions. Oh, we talking about Kenny Pickett now? Draft day, top tier movie. You know what? That's funny because I watched it recently, and that's why I brought that up. Not super recently, a couple weeks ago though. I watched that in Moneyball, so I was like, okay, this is fresh in my head, and it made me think of that. It really did, just the personality side of it that people like. Yeah, and I think Malik Willis goes pretty high. I could see him hitting top 10 and being the first quarterback off the board. It's tough though because you look at a team like Denver. Like if they want a quarterback starting right now, it might be tough to do that. It might be more apt to go to just for a guy like a Kenny Pickett, but maybe a Giants, right? If they have Daniel Jones next year, maybe they do, and they're like, okay, we can give him a year if we have to. I don't know. Drake London's a Lions fan. Oh yeah. We got to do a Drake London video. Is that what you're saying, dude? Who is that other guy? Remember the guy from South Carolina? That said he would like to be drafted by Lions and we didn't take him. You guys know I love that Drake London. He might go too high because this would be kind of the same situation because that guy out of South Carolina went like pick 13. So we had really no shot to get him unless we made a massive trade up. But I would love that duo together. Y'all know I would. I'll jump up the board with me. Watson, Austin Jr. So Calvin Austin, like he put up good scores as well. I can throw these on the screen if you guys want me to, or I can just read them off like I've been. But let me see Calvin Austin's numbers today. Again, this is doseofdn.com. 39-inch vertical, 11.3 broad jump, 4.3 240. And it's like, okay, we knew he'd put up great numbers, but even the 40 kind of took me back. I know he's low to the ground, but he just looks like he's flying out there. It's just really just comes back to the size with him. That's really all it is. And then Sky Moore, same thing. I actually had to watch some film on Sky Moore today. Sky Moore, man, he did a lot of his work from the slot. Again, it's just size with that guy. You just have to be cool with it because that's just something that can improve. He is who he is in terms of size. You can make it work. He is who he is in terms of size, but he's nice after the catch. And we saw him do a live slant. But Sky Moore is a guy that did stick out to me too, and he'll probably move up my overall board, wherever I have him at. He'll probably move up from where he is now because he looks super crisp. Like the route running was super crisp. And I know it wasn't always the deepest in college, but it was very crisp, especially on some of the deep routes. And it makes me feel like you could definitely in situations get him on the outside and have him go to work and get some separation. What about Treylon Burks? I didn't think Treylon Burks did anything, crazy. He had a 33-inch vertical, 10.2 broad jump, 4.5, 4.55, 40. I didn't think he did anything crazy today. I think it was just a lot of kind of what you expected. I like the guy a lot, but he's one of those dudes that I think will be one of the top off the board. We did a video on this guy, so he would probably either have to be your 2 pick if you trade it back, or you'd have to go up and get him because I think he's going to be really high. I could see him hitting top 10. Rad texted me and he's like, I take him in the second round. I'm like, Rad, no, he going top 10, man. He ain't going to the second round. But if he did, yeah, I'm down with it. Kevin Austin Jr. Notre Dame did very good. He actually did do really good at the combine. The funny thing is I was watching Kevin Austin Johnson Jr. today, can't even English, before the combine, and I watched him go against Ahmad Gardner. the Cincinnati corner, who was giving him problems, and he looked rough, like big time rough in that game, and it was like, oh, this is not very good. But definitely the test numbers could push him up because he was kind of very under the radar, and at least this will get, I think, teams like, hold up, who is this guy? Because he ran a 4.37, then a 4.43, 39-inch vertical jump. Like those things will make you kind of go back and take a look at it. And I thought after watching the film, the brief film that I did, playing off the line could be a good fit for him. So anytime you have him movement, things like that, great. It's just the physicality that Ahmad Gardner was playing versus him was giving him problems. But he's a big body. What if you made a trade to 2 first-rounders for picks next year? What if we made a trade to the Giants, 2 first-rounders for picks next year? At 2, we take Hutchinson. 5, we take – we trade back up. 5, we take Hamilton. And then at 7, we take Drake London. Hey, look, if it worked out like that, you'd be risking that a guy like Kyle Hamilton could go, because I definitely think a team like Texans could take him. I know there's been a lot of like Kayvon Thibodeau goes here, but that's the kind of player that the Patriots would like. But maybe they feel like they could find that later. I'm just saying. I know they got the Patriot guys in the front office there. Take Georgia linebacker at 34. We take Chad Muma. Georgia linebacker. Oh, hold up. I should just throw these on the screen. I think Lions are higher on Tibbs than Hutch. I think Hutch will be a bust. I can't go with that. I can't go, man. Holmes does like his Oregon Duck, and I could see it. I could see it. I'm excited to see Saturday just because of he does have like it feels like he has next level elite explosiveness. So we'll have to check that out. But again, I think it can be easy to kind of look at that and be like, oh, well, Hutchinson's not that kind of, but he really is that kind of athlete still on the edge too. But I could see him preferring that. I could. We'll see how it goes. Jamison Williams okay, so let's start there. Jamison Williams, he didn't do anything today. But Jamison Williams, I had him coming in, and this was very rough rankings. I had him ranked as my 3rd receiver in this draft, the Alabama receiver. And then Mechie, I didn't love Mechie. I really didn't. I didn't love his pass catching. Maybe I just got to watch more, but I just thought he was super inconsistent as pass catcher. One thing with Jamison that I was hoping to see, but obviously he didn't go today, was maybe at a pro day. I don't know. Because he's coming off the injury, so probably not. But I want to see his pass catching because he's a good pass catcher. He doesn't drop many passes. But if you notice, he lets a lot of balls get to his body. And there's time and situation for that. But I just want to see if, like, in an environment where no one's covering him, if that's just like a habit to let that happen, or if he can actually just go pluck it and it's just a time and situation for him. If that's the case, he checks a lot of boxes because the dude is super fast, super impressive change of direction. I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like the guy a lot. I like him, and I gotta apologize because I may have been the person that said that mistaked John Mechie for Jamison Williams. I was doing that earlier. I know I was. So when I looked at them both, I was like, okay, I don't know why I was mistaking these two to be the same person. So it was confusing me. It was my bad. There are so many good. Oh, that defense we run will set which one we draft. You think so? I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering about how that'll work. Look, even me and Rad talked about it today. I think both those edge guys could fit in what you're trying to do defensively. I think if you draft Hutch, you want him to play the stand-up role because that's what he felt most comfortable in. And if you draft, and he still can play that kind of role. And if you draft Kayvon, it feels to me like he may have a better plug-in and play fit at defensive end. And maybe that's just because I heard Hutchinson say that. Maybe add a little bit more weight, but he has that speed off the edge. So I don't know. He also played in a stand-up role, though, at Oregon, too. They played a stand-up 3-4 kind of role on the edge as well. Not like Michigan's exactly, but, he kind of played a similar type of role. How did this get to get the edge rusher talk? What? That's for Saturday. What? You know what? No, I'm not even mad at it because I get it. It's our second pick of the draft, but it's just like, how do we get to this? Okay, there's so many good wide receivers to draft their 3rd or 4th. Hey, it depends on who you want, though, right? Because I get what you're saying. Like last year, they landed St. Brown. I'll trust Brad Holmes because it felt like really last year he knew the board where he knew like which guys could fall. Me, I would have done that because like a guy like St. Brown, I had a higher grade on him. So it would have been like, all right, I'm taking him here. So there's no way I would have waited for St. Brown because I'd be like, no, someone's taking this guy. He let it hit day 3 and he got him. So it's like, if you know the board that well and you feel like you know that certain guys can fall that you like, I got no issue with it. I would probably jump the gun a little more because I'd be like, well, I don't want to take it. Maybe it's playing too many of the simulators. You play all those simulators and they're always different. It's like, I can't let this guy get by because someone randomly will take him. But if it, especially your top receiver, though, I think the one thing is The Lions have made it clear they're looking for a top outside receiver. And I really don't see them waiting that long. Even with that with Brad Holmes, I don't see them waiting that long for that guy as a top outside receiver on the perimeter that Ben Johnson can consistently one-on-one. Like Dave came out and said it. I don't think there's any smoke screen to that. It's just facts. They know they want that. And I'm sure there's a couple guys they really like, and they're just not going to risk letting it get past. Maybe there's a couple guys who are like, oh, we can wait a little bit. But I feel like within the first 3 picks, it's very likely one of them is going to be a receiver. And I don't got any issue with that. But maybe your second receiver, hey, you could definitely wait. Because I think there's some guys that'll get higher than I think they should go and everything like that. D'Angelo Malone. Are we talking about D'Angelo Malone now? Okay. Hutch is better run defender than Tibbs. Tibbs has more. Oh, run defender. Tibbs more pass rush moves. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a video, another video on those. I have my cave on video on Patreon. I have the 800. There should be more videos coming to Patreon soon, so stay tuned for that. I was gonna have a DeMarvin Leo video up there soon, but I'm gonna do a versus video on those two guys. Dive back into it again, just to kind of refresh myself a little bit on them. Depending on what we do in free agency, it depends on what you do in free agency, but we can't do nothing about free agency, you know what I'm saying? So we got to just have fun with it. But no, I mean, a little bit back to the combine. What other takeaways that I have from the combine? Let me pull up some of my receiver list, just kind of scroll through it. David Bell's 40 wasn't super impressive, but again, it was that kind of checked the box. I was kind of hoping to see David Bell run like a 4.4 and be like, oh, okay, he's got more speed than he's showing on film. Then he ran the 4.62, and you're like, all right, that kind of matches up to how he plays. So it's like, okay, check the box. That's what he is, which could push him down the board for guys with more speed. I thought Jahan Dotson looked awesome. Really, my only major knock with Dotson is just his size. I mean, I really didn't have any other knocks aside from size with Jahan Dotson. The guy is a crazy athlete. He showed today, ran a 4.41, then a 4.47. Ran well through the gauntlet, but we've also seen on his film, I mean, he's made some awesome catches. I like Jahan Dotson. A lot of different ways, but it's just the size. That's the only thing that gets me with Dotson. Thoughts on Christian Harris from Bama? Oh, wow. Okay, you're gonna pull me back for this one. Christian Harris. I remember watching him. What I remember of Christian Harris is I remember he was a pretty big blitzer, pretty heavy man coverage guy. I didn't remember him doing much zone dropping. Could be a fit, he could be. I think he's a guy that you'll want to use downhill a lot. He's kind of got like a bigger frame to him. I think he's a guy you're going to want to bring downhill. And the Lions, I think, are going to be aggressive next season. I don't know if he's ideal for Will, but he might be, or maybe even get some Sam reps in there as well. Who knows? I can't remember exactly what his build was, but we'll get to that this weekend when we start watching. Those guys again. Is Ritter looking round 2, round 3? Yeah. So this is actually I'm glad you brought this up. So Desmond Ritter, the guy on the thing said, well, now he may be going, not round 4 anymore. It's like, hold up. Who had Desmond Ritter round 4? Look, Desmond Ritter, biggest knock with him for me was the accuracy. Just the consistent ball placement is just not there on film. It's just good, and then he gets like, okay, that's not good. But there's a lot of things to like aside from that. He was absolutely the leader. He developed within that offense, and he ran everything. He ran run checks. He could pass protect. Everything at the line was done by him, which I love. So he's a guy that I feel like could be a little bit more NFL ready in that sense. But Desmond Ritter looked good today too. I mean, we know he ran the fastest 40. I actually had the video clip. I'm mad I didn't get it up on here. Ran a 4.540, which I was like, whoa, I did not expect that. He didn't even look like he was going that fast. And I was like, what? 4.540? So that threw me off. Did not expect to see him run with that kind of speed. You see him, he's a I don't even know how to say it, like a very technical quarterback. He's kind of tight, kind of stiff. He's not super loose as a quarterback. He's up here with everything, very technical. It's probably more of the lower body, the base that could improve some of his consistent accuracy, but that can be improved. It definitely can be. I like him. Some mobility there. He's not a running quarterback though. Definitely think Desmond Ritter goes round 2. And I think today kind of solidified him a little bit as a round 2 pick. Maybe he slides into round 3. And would I have an issue taking that? No, I would have no issue taking a guy like Desmond Ritter because he has enough speed, as Rad said it. Some does kind of break down. Yeah, you could take off and run. He's not a running quarterback, but he could take off and run. Shout out to Hungry Panda in the building. What's going on, man? Asamoah. I was watching Asamoah for the first time a couple days ago. The Oklahoma linebacker. Let's talk some tight. Should we talk tight ends? I know. Kenny Pickett, he looks like Herbert to me. Kenny Pickett was trying to look like Herbert today. That's what he was doing. He was trying to fool people. He's like, let me grow my hair out. I'll look like Kenny. I'll look like Justin Herbert a little bit. No, but Desmond Ritter did look good. He did look good. So Oh my gosh. I'm glad you brought that up, Cameron. I would have forgot. I was like, we should talk tight end. Okay, let me go down my tight end list. I thought Connor Hayward was money today. I look, every rep that I saw, and I think I saw all of them. I thought he was money today. Let me let me go through his numbers. So 4.73, then a 4.47. His official came in at 4.72. 32.5 inch vertical. I thought he did everything well. What stuck out was his pass catching. He looks so smooth as a pass catcher. Like he's had labels of fullback, tight end, kick returner, punt returner. He's done that in the past. But man, he looks so smooth. He was catching passes over his shoulder so nice. You saw him work on the sled and just moving that thing. The drive, the bend. I mean, it was beautiful. And then you see him as a pass catcher. I mean, what stuck out to me was when they're going through this straight line drill. There's no slow and gather to catch. He's just flying through this thing. He looks so confident. Connor Hayward, I know on the Draft Network, for the Draft Simulator, they got him as like a 7th round pick. Look, someone's going to take him, and I don't think it'll be us necessarily. What it mean if it was? No, I don't think it'll be us, but I think he looks like a round 5 kind of guy. It just depends on how much people value it, but there's a lot of versatility there, way more than the production shows of like the 330 yards that he had. So I'm glad you brought up that guy. Because this tight end class, I'm going to be honest, I haven't dove into it a ton. Really coming into it, there's only like, how many guys? I ranked 9 tight ends coming into it. That's like all I knew. I didn't rank the guys that I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I'm not going to put him in the ranking list. But this is a cool class because I think it works out well for us. If the Lions wanted to get another tight end to compete with Hawk, it's not super top heavy, which I think is great for us. I think it's super top heavy draft, and it's like, oh, we can get one, but we have to go here, and he's a beast. But then, it's kind of light after that. I think this is a good draft for us for tight end because those guys won't be there. There'll probably be 0 tight ends picked first round, maybe not in the second round. Maybe Trey McBride gets in there, but that'll be good for us. I think that'll be really good for us if we want to go day 3, grab a tight end. A lot of different body types in this one. I thought, who was it? Isaiah Likely. The dude looked like literally a receiver. I got to get his actual build on here. I don't know how heavy he is or like what's his weight, but he looked like a receiver to me. But there's just different types. You got Jake Ferguson, right? He's more of your like standard pass pro, like blocking type of inline tight end at Wisconsin, which makes sense. I thought Weidermeyer looked kind of sluggish, a little stiff to me, pretty tall. Cole Turner didn't look, the athleticism wasn't great, but we've seen him in that Nevada offense, wide out a lot in the slot, things like that with Carson Strong. I just thought it was nice to see the depth. Daniel Bellinger, you saw him. Who else did I take note of on here? Hey, the tight end of Maryland that ran the fastest, he ran a 4.54, then a 4.52, and his official came in at 4.52. Didn't know anything about the guy, and I was like, okay, he's moving, man. Jelani Woods had some nice things in there. It's a nice tight end class for us. I think it'll work out well if you want to grab one. 6'6", 260. We need a big body to open up Hawk. And hey, you know what? There's going to be those guys. Peyton Hendershot. Now, Peyton Hendershot's super tall. I don't think he weighs 260. But Peyton Hendershot, right? I mean, he's looks nice for the red zone. And what really stuck out with Hendershot is how he was blocking on the sled. That guy, for that height to get low as he did, I was like, dang, Peyton. So he's another guy. He's another guy that stuck out a little bit. And I was like, oh, I remember that guy is after I heard the name. I love the name. Jeremiah Hall. Okay, I have to bring this up. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I might even like not be. He looked so short. Hold up. How tall is Jeremiah Hall? He looked out of place a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The bald dude. Not the little guy, the bald guy. I'm not gonna call him little because I know he's definitely taller than I am. 6'2", 245. Okay. He just looked kind of out of place. I mean, I guess because all the tight ends are like towers, but he's just like they throw a fade to him and he couldn't reach it. It was like, oh, this is weird. He looked like a fullback. I don't know. I had to bring it up. Jelani Woods. You said Jalen Woods. Oh, Jelani Woods. That's who you're talking about. What I write about Jelani Woods? He had 24 bench press reps, 4.61, 4.62, 4.61 was his official time. Yeah, the bench press stuck out to me. That was actually, I think that was the highest bench press reps for any tight end. Grant, with your 6th pick, I need Noah Fant to open up Hawk. Hey, Grant, I like that. I'm glad you did that because that was in my mock off season. The SMU tight end. He put 20 bench press reps up there. I didn't love his blocking that much. He looked a little stiff, got a little tall on the sled, trying to, buckle down. But again, I haven't watched too many of these tight ends like it's super depth. So I was taking a lot more from the combine with these guys than like receiver and quarterback. Like receiver and quarterback, it was a lot more of just a checklist for me because I came in and I was like, okay, I feel like this about the guy. And then they did this. And I was like, all right, that's what I thought would happen. A couple of guys shocked me in some areas, but tight end, I didn't know a ton about. Dulich is your favorite one? Dulcich or Dulcich? I don't even know how to say the guy's name. The guy out of UCLA. Yeah, good pass catcher. Good pass. I know they kept showing that drag route. It was like, okay, we're gonna show this again. It's like the 4th time we've shown this play. yeah, he looked like he could be the top tight end in this class, which is cool. I mean, you're talking about a guy that was a walk-on to UC, like a walk-on that had no offers, walks on UCLA. He could be the top pick. That's awesome. I thought he was money through the gauntlet. The second time specifically when he went through it. I thought that was beautiful. So he may end up being the top one. It just depends what you're looking for, because McBride doesn't have like crazy speed, crazy athleticism. He's just really good. He's really solid, real well-rounded, good blocker, strong, not the strongest, but good blocker, nice receiver. So yeah, I mean, he just does a lot of things well. Can high point. What I think of Jalen Tolbert, I'm not gonna lie, Tolbert's went down my board since the Senior Bowl because he's coming in from a small school, South Alabama, which has really held the Senior Bowl, and I was excited to see it because he just really in college it was just like every play he just ran by somebody. It was like I'm going deep, and it would run by somebody. Then the Senior Bowl, a little bit less impressed. I didn't see the separation there. In a lot of the routes they were trying to get him work on in one-on-ones, so that was like okay, that was a little bit of let down. I pushed him down my board a little bit. Let me see what his numbers came in today. Jalen Tolbert, 36-inch vertical, 10-3 broad jump, 4.5, and then a 4'4". I didn't think the gauntlet was beautiful. He's pushed down the board a little bit for me, but he definitely has the height and speed, and that combination is always money. It is always good. And I think the thing that's nice about Tolbert is I think you could it's not just like he's coming in, all I can do is run deep. He can't cut or anything like that. Like, I don't think that's the case. He didn't live up to maybe some of the higher expectations I had coming into the combine. I beat him as like a round 3 pick. I think he's pushed down a little bit, but he could still fall in the round 3 range just because of, who he is. And again, that could be a second receiver you take. I wouldn't take him as my guy and be like, this is our top receiver, at least as of now, and be confident about that. But if it was my second receiver in the draft, no issues. Chris Olave might be the first one. He could, yeah, he definitely could. I want to dive more into Garrett Wilson because I've seen a lot of Chris Olave. I haven't seen a ton of Garrett Wilson. I think he could be the first one off. Depends who it is. Like if you're looking for a route runner, speedy guy, or if you want size, that's the biggest difference. Do you want a big body? It's unfortunate that we have Drake London off this injury, didn't get to see him. I would have loved to see what numbers he put up. Traylon Burks, don't think he wowed anybody today with his numbers. I think everything was just kind of standard with his numbers. It was just a standard day for him. I had Drake London 1, Traylon Burks 2, 3 Jameson, 4 Christian Watson, then 5 Olave. Those were my top 5. And we'll see how that moves around. I'm sure it will. Could easily be the first one off because I don't know if there's a surefire one receiver. Let's do this, chat. Who do you think is the best receiver in this class? Let's just type your name. Who do you think the best receiver in this class is? Elite route runner, elite hands, elite separation. Yeah, the only thing like I said, I just don't like him playing in traffic, trying to make contested grabs, things like that. But we saw him high point. He could do that for sure. Does a lot of things really well. So I don't think he'll fall to the Lions' second pick. You guys think Olave, Wilson, London? This is the thing is like some drafts you might be like, oh, this I feel like last year most people would have said Jamar Chase. There would have been a few Devontae Smiths in there, maybe even a couple of guys would have said Jalen Waddle, but most people would have been like, yeah, it's Jamar Chase. Look at the chat right now. Jalen Naylor, stop it, Mohammed. Stop. London, Wilson, Drake London, Traylon Burks, London, Naylor, Jameson Williams, London, Burks, Wilson, JaVale McGee. I love that choice. Garrett Wilson. That just feels like the kind of receiver draft it's going to be. And the good thing about that is I think there's a lot of guys where it's like, oh, this guy fell to me. I'll take it. That's fine. There should be good receivers that fall to us at 32. Without having to move up, we should be able to grab a really nice receiver at 32 and 34 or 34 without doing anything. But if there is a guy that they're like, this is the dude, cannot let him go, trade up for him, I'm cool with that. You can use future picks. You can use your later picks. I'm cool with it. You trade Flowers. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe that's why they're holding on to him. I don't know. If Ross is healthy, I say yes. Justin Ross. You think Justin Ross is the best receiver in the class? Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I do like Justin Ross though. Ever since I've done that video, he's in my top 10 easily. I don't have him as 1, and I'm actually not as worried about his injuries, which is kind of nice. I thought I'd be coming in more injured. I'm more worried about the speed, I guess kind of like David Bell. It just kind of is what he is. I would have loved to see Justin Ross run the 40. I would love to see that. I would love to see what 40 time he puts up. Like, does he run a sub 4.5? If he does that, he's checking a major box there, I think. And I know it's just a 40 time, but that would just be huge for me, honestly. Oh, I like this beat. Stop it. London is a Lions fan. London. Hey, look, I got it. Sky Moore. Whoa. Hey, we're not talking about receivers you like. You say Sky Moore's the best receiver in his class. You know what? You could be right. I mean, Cooper Kupp is maybe the best receiver in his class. He was a round 3 pick. So you could be right. Thoughts on Danny Gray? All right, let me see my notes for Danny Gray today. I just want to see what numbers he put up. Did I miss Danny Gray? I didn't miss him. I didn't know. 34-inch vertical. He ran the 4.33 to start, which you were expecting that to be fast. Me and Red were talking back and forth while this was going on. I was like, he going to run the fastest 40. He didn't do it. 10.6 broad jump. Danny Gray was pretty great at the Senior Bowl on the deep ball, and that's what you noticed in college. What's cool about Danny Gray that I liked about him, man, hold up. I'm looking at other things, and I'm just looking at these numbers. They're okay. We got Eric in here. I didn't even know Eric was gonna be in this, actually. No, Danny Gray's cool though. Danny Gray's cool. SMU receiver. Yeah, Ontario Drummond. I'll come back to that one. I'll come back to that. The notes kind of threw me off there. I lost some of my mojo. What about George Pickens? Got to dive into more George Pickens film. I know he didn't have a lot of production last year because he was hurt. George Pickens, man, he ran an impressive 40 time too. There was a lot of good 40s this year. 4.34, 4.43, then a 4.4, 10.5 broad jump. He was a lot of impressive. And when he's a big dude, he's a very big dude. You got to love him on high pointing. Love him in that area. I have him a little bit lower than I think most people do as of now. I think most people like a lot of people I think have him in like their top 7 firmly. I don't have him that high. Where do I have him coming into this? Coming into this, I had him sort of low, but I guess it depends. Like, are you doing a big board for the Lions or are you doing it for the NFL? Because I think for the Lions, Pickens is a better fit than some of the guys that I have above him. But if you do for the entire NFL, like kind of how I was doing my big boards, I think he goes up. Like, for example, Khalil Shakir or George Pickens. Let's say you had the choice. All right, you got to pick one, Khalil Shakir or George Pickens. I think I'm taking George Pickens because of the size, the build, things like that. I think we could use a guy for the red zone. But Khalil Shakir, I think you could easily make the case that he's the better receiver. The thing is, I just would rather have the other guy for our team. So that's the thing about him. Yeah, Dose, I'm loving the beats, the usual freestyle. We'll be flowing that beat right there. Yo, we got some fire beats. We gonna get a freestyle all the time. I'm trying to, we want to give you a little preview, but we'll come with it at some point. We're gonna come with it at some point. Really liked an Ontario Drummond's taped. Very underrated. Let me see what I have for Dontario Drummond. He ran a 4.65, 4.61. Looks like I like some stuff about him. I even wrote some notes in there for him. The out routes I thought were clean. Yeah, he showed some sinking ability, and it was cool. With really all the Ole Miss receivers, I wanted to see just how smooth they were on different routes. I mean, I thought Ole Miss limited some of the routes we saw them run because of their style offensively. And it's part of the reason I would have loved to see Matt Corral throw. I know it's not against the defense. I would have loved to see Matt Corral in the Senior Bowl, but he's not a senior. But same thing with him. I thought he was really well at what he did at Ole Miss. But I thought he did well today. So that's a good one that you brought up because I had good notes about him. He was someone I had an eye on. You think you could pass? No. The Wonderlic test, probably not. Probably. Wait, hold up. What is the Wonderlic test, actually? Is it like math? I actually don't know what the Wonderlic is. I was looking it up before we got on here. I didn't get too far into it. Is it just like a test? I saw Calvin has one of the best Wonderlic scores, I'm pretty sure. It said he got a 41. And I guess 25 is like the deadline or that's average or something. I don't know. It said he got a 41. I was like, dang, Calvin, I see you. Hey, hold up. Okay. So I don't know. If it was like regular subjects, I don't think I'd pass. I'm going to be honest. I probably would have passed. It depends what it is. It depends what we're doing here. Are we studying how to mute yourself? Kill it. I'd kill it because I'm always muted. Always. What would it be like? Oh, Rad's not here. It's all good though. What's up, Michael? At 6'6", Pickens be definitely think I would say I think Pickens. Ooh, that's a good range. He could be there at 66. And I wouldn't be mad if we took him. Drake might actually fall to 32 after that because he didn't go tonight. Hey, let him fall to 32. Hold up. Bell has good hands route running, but was slower, but solid with his speed. Yeah, it was just like, especially with this class, it was below average. But that's what you saw on film. So it was just kind of like, all right, he checked the box. I was hoping for more. That way I was like, whoa, he's got more speed than I thought he did. Just wasn't the case. It just depends what you're going to use him for. Deep threat, he's just a little limited, but intermediate short area, not limited at all. Not limited at all. He's gonna be a problem for a lot of guys in that area. I think London and Olave would be worth trading for. See, my thing with that is I think London would be worth trading for. I wouldn't trade for Olave because I guess it depends what the trade details are. Dude, I'm going to be honest. I got Christian Watson up there. Like, I got Christian Watson borderline round 1, early round 2. So if the Lions took him into 32, 34 area, and I would have no issue with it. I know he doesn't have the consistent production. There are some things I don't love on his film, but I'm just saying. Like, I would like to, if I was stuck there and I was sitting there, I would have no issues taking those guys. Howell was shooting 3-pointers for the Eagles. You could get Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul with him. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. What do you think about wide receiver Bobby Hill? I actually don't know anything about Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill? I don't know. I don't know anything about Bobby Hill. Which is, I hate when I say that because I'm like, dang, I don't know about this guy at all. I don't. I know a lot about a lot of these receivers. Not perfectly. Like, I want to, know more. That way I can rank this better. Like, especially a guy like Garrett Wilson. But I don't know if Bobby Moore is. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry. Do you have a different guy? Christian Watson going around with 2 early 2. Yeah, I think so too. Olave made himself 1. I could see it, man. When we draft London, Brad will act like Holmes did when we drafted Sewell. He would. I would too, though. I'm not even look. I would be so pumped if we got London somehow in this draft. I don't care how we do it either. I don't care how we do it, man. Who's 11 million? Wait, who's 11 million? I missed something. Quandre Diggs. Did you hear talking about Quandre Diggs coming back to make a statement about how much the Lions team has changed? I did not hear about that. No, I have not heard about that. I like Quandre. He's in a Seattle defense, which was heavy cover 3, but I think he's shown versatility in the past where it's like, yeah, he could fit in this kind of defense. So I mean, look, I would like Quandre Diggs, and I don't think he'll be top of the market, but he did come off of 6 interceptions, right? So yeah, he might be high on the market. I wouldn't have an issue with it though. I would think if the Lions are gonna throw like 10+ mil at a guy, I would think they'd go with. I think they try to just make it happen with Marcus Williams or of course Jesse Bates, but I think they tried. If they were spending that much, I would think they would go with that. Let's try to get that guy. I don't know though, but I think they're also like in an area where it's like I can see them saying, "Hey, look, we can develop safety. We can develop us." I mean, did you see Tracy Walker last year? Who I really like this play last. Like we can make this happen. So I can see them not investing that much on a safety. Quandre Diggs would be cool. I'd love to have Quandre Diggs back. I'd love to. We need to get rid of Trey. Yeah, I think Trey's on his way out. I think he's on his way. And it's kind of like the answers they're given. It's like, oh, we love Trey. You know what? We'll stay in touch. They know financially it just probably makes sense for them to move on. But they're being respectful because I don't think Trey's done anything where it's like, oh, wow, we should hate on Trey. Like, I don't think you should hate on Trey. He's just been hurt. I mean, I guess you get him for that. I mean, look, he's not giving you the value for his paycheck. That's for sure. But Trey Flowers, it's going to have to end post-June 1st cover Trey in order to sign our draft picks. You could do that. I would prefer not to because I would like to have more of that for free agency. But if the Lions are going to, if they can make it work with their, they could make about, well, I guess at that point, what you could do, to your point, is if you cut Trey Flowers. Here's the issue, though. You cut Jay Flowers post-June 1st, designate him post-June 1st. You're going to hold on to that contract up till the new league date. So you're going to hold on to it through free agency, basically. You could spend more money than you necessarily would have to sign a free agent. So, for example, Lions owe $10 million for rookies. They could spend more than the $10 million. They could, like to your point, maybe spend 15, 16 million, something like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, we don't have enough for our draft picks. But to your point, once the draft happens, we'll have more money to sign these rookie deals. You may have to just wait a little bit longer. So I get what you're saying. I do, and it'd be more money. Just depends on how much they feel like they need, because you'd probably have. Would you have more? I'm gonna have to look into that, because I wonder, right? If you had, let's say you had like 19 million now, and you cut him and you save 10 point something million, and you're at 29 million, but then you'd have more. You'd have more money to spend. Yeah, you would have more if you made it just a normal cut. Big V needs second restructure. Hey, just a pay cut, maybe. Oh, yeah, I get it though. I'm with you there. We did that video on 5 ways Lions could save some cap, so you guys check that out, man. If you haven't seen it, maybe you have seen it, but I'm just saying it was, every video has been long, but I thought it was worth it. Tight end from UCLA when Hawk demands a trade. Whoa, Hawk ain't demanding no trade, man. Look. If I hear a Hawk demands a trade before the draft, take a tight end higher. Yes, I agree. But no, don't. He ain't demanding a trade. No way. But Greg did look smooth. Hey, look, Greg did look smooth. He don't have that blocking background that Hawk had coming out as like that kind of inline guy, but he looked real smooth as a pass catcher. 10 million K cut. I hate the idea, but of that much dead cap. 10 million pay cut. That would be cool. That'd be cool because right then, let's say, dang, he's still getting paid a lot though. Like, let's say if he took a $10 million pay cut, think about that, right? His cap next year is $23+ million, so he'd be down to like 13. Then he'd be on the books again for 2024, right? For 23 million. So it's still a lot. You might have to take a bigger pay cut than that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Drake London and Barry, Megatron fan, and he is boys of St. Brown, bro. You gotta pair them together. Do you know Tom Brady ran a 5? I did because I saw it at the beginning of the show today of the combine. Look, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I watched the entire combine. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you watched the entire combine today. Or put a 2 if you've seen some of the combine today. Put a 3 if you watched none of the combine today. I just want to see where the polls are at because it's long. It is very long. Okay. Let me see what other notes that I had. Let me see if receivers, anything else that stuck out. Bill Melton put up a really nice 40 time. That guy is awesome on screen. It's 4.39 to 4.34. Bayless Jones. Shout out to Bayless Jones, man. The guy that caught my eye at the what was it? Senior Bowl. Gosh, what was it? Senior Bowl. Yeah. Bayless Jones, dude. He ran a beautiful 40 time. What was it? He ran a 4.34, then a 4.32, 33-inch vert. I was like, dang, Bayless. Whole bunch of ones. Dang, y'all are legends for that. Pat yourself on the back if you watch the whole thing. Rad literally said he fell asleep watching it. I was like, Rad, you can't fall asleep. Hey, put a 1 if you fell asleep watching it. Hold up. Ken says a 2. I feel that. 3, 2. I mean, hey, I missed a couple reps here and there trying to get my apple cider. Do you think Romeo Cora will convert back to D lineman? I do. And who take his spot? And who would take a spot? Who would take a spot where? At linebacker? No, I do think he will convert and he'll be a defensive end for us. I think at linebacker, we're going to do a lot of 4-2-5 looks. We'll have an extra defense back. Could be a new addition to that. Me and Rat Rash talking about this again today. We're talking about the Sam backer spot. Could be a new addition. It could be like when the Saints got Zach Bond. Hopefully it works out better than that. I don't think you would invest a ton into that spot because I think they're going to be using a lot of safety at that spot. Maybe you get a hybrid between linebacker safety for that role. Maybe you push someone out there, maybe a Julian or a Austin Bryant, depending on who you have healthy. But I do think Romeo Cora does become a defensive end. The only thing with Austin is that he's not a great athlete, for coverage. He can move in space, but he's not like great. We're like, we could match him up, man, coverage. That probably wouldn't be great. Same thing with Julian a little bit too, but he definitely moves better. He'd be more of a zone dropping guy. But if you got someone like a little bit more of a hybrid that could possibly cover some tight ends, you know what? Brad said today, Jordan Whitehead. I was like, don't get me hyped. Jordan Whitehead would be beautiful. Oh, that would be beautiful. Could you, put Jordan Whitehead at that spot? I'm just saying, don't let the Lions sign Jordan Whitehead. That would be disgusting. It really would be. Tough Michigan lost today against. Look, man, I was looking at the score and they just can't win back-to-back games. I wanted to stream it, but I was watching the combine. They beat Michigan State. You're feeling hype, and then they come back in that. It's like, man, we already beat Iowa too, but now we're gonna close out against Ohio State, and it's a massive game, man. You got to win it. I feel like they got to win it, but they'll have the tournament, so that could push them, man. I think, they're saying, well, they have to win to get it, but I think the tournament can push you in if you win like 2 games in there. That's why I tune in the famous dose of Dion's. Charles Harris, 3 or 18 million. I would definitely do that deal. 2, 3 if you like cookies. Okay, hold on. Let me put a 3 in the chat for that one. There we go. There we go. Now I'll put the 3 in the chat for that one. Sounds like we're going to have multiple fronts. I'm sure there will be definitely variation in there, but I think the reason for the main base change would just be because it helps you have, who you have, who's not coming back. Trade's probably not coming back. Last year, there was still some carryover from the years before. So I think on paper, it made sense. It was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. I mean, get all these guys on the field at the same time. I mean, why would I take, if I stay in the same defense, let's say I stayed in the 4-3 last year, then you don't have Trey Flowers. You may not have Trey Flowers on the field as much, because I know coming in here we were thinking, well, Levi's gonna be a starter and this and that. So I think last year made a lot of sense. And this year, just like, okay, Trey may not be here, but this might fit better. They're like, this will fit better for what we are now. Now we know who we have and what they're really good at. Romeo can play that role just like he did in the past when he had 10 sacks. So this will work. Tracy Walker, Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton. That'd be disgusting. The only issue that I have with that is that guys like Kyle Hamilton, it depends how much they look. He'd probably find the field more than half the time. So you could say it's worth it. But I'd if I'm drafting Kyle Hamilton, which would be basically a 2-pick or maybe a slight trade back, I need this guy on the field almost every single snap. Like I can't. So then Marcus Williams can't play in the box. Like you don't want him there. That's not a role for him. So he's got to always be back deep. So maybe you have Kyle Hamilton and Marcus Williams both playing deep, and he put Tracy in the box. It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I love it on paper though. It sounds like a Pro Bowl lineup. It really does. Alec Pierce ran a 4.3363. Dude, Alec Pierce. He's that dude. And it's good, I think, that his Senior Bowl wasn't fantastic. He didn't wear gloves either, which I thought was cool. But it's good that it wasn't fantastic because I think he didn't. It might push him down a little bit. Let him fall. Please let him fall to like round 3-4. I think the Lions would be all over it. Khalil Shakir, I thought looked really pretty today. Not really pretty. Why did I say that? I thought he looked really good today. He had good scores, 4.35, then a 4.4. I thought a scoop he had on the slant patch. I was like, okay. Justin Ross, he didn't do anything because of what's going on there, but he did have 11 bench press reps, which was one of the lowest. Might have been the lowest. Let me look at some of the other numbers. Jahan Dotson, we talked about that. Traylon Burks, Trey Turner, Danny Gray. Let me see. Oh, Jalen Naylor had a good time, 38-inch vertical. Jalen Naylor is like, he's a deep threat from what I've seen. Can be an X in time. He'll probably be a day 3 pick. Ty Freifogel. Actually, his numbers were really good. Ty Freifogel. Did we not see him do drills? Actually, no, I don't think Ty Freifogel did drills, the Indiana receiver. But Ty did have a 39-inch vert, a 10.7 broad jump, a 4.55, and then a 4.49. We know Taekwon cheated. I'm going to be straight. Taekwon cheated. All right. Somehow, some way, he found a way to cheat the system. There ain't no way that dude ran a 4.2 140. Yo, stop. If he did, hold up. This is pushing him. It's going to get him drafted. Someone's going to draft him because he's got an X build to him in terms of height, size, and now the speed. It's like, yeah, his pass catching didn't live up to what I was hoping it would, when I put on the stuff, like the consistency there. But yeah, like he's going to get drafted for sure, dude. If you're in a 4.21, that would be the highest in NFL combine history. Like, that's insane. It's like, there's no way he was moving that fast. I don't know though. It's just it's crazy. Okay, someone did a mock draft and I missed it earlier. I'm sorry. I think that was you, Ken. I'm sorry. I say Aaron Donald is what you need for your defense. Like when we had Sue. Look, we do need that for sure. Like we do need that. Okay, anybody that can add that is set up. I would love to get something like that. Like just boom, beast. I think there's a few guys that are really like, there's no guy that's that, but there's a lot of guys that I'm like, oh, okay. Like DeMarvin Leo, for example. And there's going to be a video coming on him soon. DeMarvin Leo, I was watching him the last couple of days. He looked more explosive in 2020. Great size. A lot of people project him as a 3-tech, 5-tech, push him inside. Not really 5-tech, but push him inside, and that's where his long-term fit is. And I see that, but he's also played on the edge. And I know he doesn't have the best speed around the edge to be like, okay, yeah, this guy's a defensive end. But he also has shown the flashes of explosiveness. He's got great ankle bend, so he could really get low to the ground like a motorcycle. He's like, working around that edge. And then at the same time, he's got just a disgusting, I wrote it down as like a cyclone, man. When he spins, it is and it shows you the athlete. It's like, whoa, did he just do that? And I've seen him multiple times. Just, I'm like, dang, like dudes come out like Aleem McNeil. He could spin. It wasn't always great, but he was like, dang, he's 320 pounds. He's spinning. Like that's something to build on. This dude is like, whoop, and he's 290 pounds. It's like, dang, dude, you would have to figure out what he is. Because I think right now he's a little twinner. Doesn't get the push he need. He doesn't. If he gets, guys, he leaves his chest open. So once he gets hit in the chest, he can get kind of stonewalled. But man, I think if you figure out what he is, and if that's inside, bulk him up a little bit, build some strength in the base. That's on the outside. Maybe he loses some weight because he's built some weight on. So maybe lose some weight, try to get a little faster, work on the edge. But he's someone that could help us a lot. I just don't see that guy in this draft like a Sue or a Donald. And unfortunately, I don't see that guy. But like you said, Aiden and Kayvon, they're different, right? Because they're on edge guys. So the interior, I don't see that guy. I don't. Even Jordan Davis, like he's really, I mean, dude, the guy is insane. If we got Davis, it'd be cool too. No issue with that. Because thing with Jordan Davis is that I don't see any versatility, like not much. Like I can't line him over a tackle, but he is a tank, man. He is huge. And it's like once he gets going forward, you're really not going to stop the guy. He's a fantastic run presence. And he gives you a little push, it's just a little push and pass rush. There's just probably not a ton of ceiling there. It's just like, okay, he just kind of is this. So we'll see. Okay, you just mocked 2 Hutch, Winfrey at 32. Okay, Perion, Lewis Kine, Isaiah Likely. Okay, we'll see what the Isaiah like. Okay, that's interesting. Christian Watson, love it. I love that. I don't know that linebacker a ton. I've seen his name many times though. Kellen Dish, I love it. Charleston Rambo, that'd be interesting. And Van Valkenburg. Where's he from? Where's Van Valkenburg from? That sounds so familiar. Yeah, Winfrey's cool. Winfrey, I think Winfrey just needs time. Like I wouldn't get high hopes for Winfrey and be like, man, this guy can come in and have 7 sacks year one. Like I wouldn't do that, especially after seeing last year how much development you really do need and how you can really. I know Rad. Hey, look, Rad, he's not feeling well. Best wishes to Rad. Get better, man. But he couldn't make it for the show. Maybe hopefully we get him on though at some point, to talk some combine with us. I forgot what I was saying, but what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I'm just gonna have to come back to it. I don't know. Anyway, whatever I was saying, we'll come back to it. Look, Tyler, I'm not gonna fall for that. That's the second time I've read that comment. I don't know if you typed it the first time or not, but I've read that. Look, I've gotten better. Like here's the thing. Now I have to process before I read. I'm trying to do better at that because y'all have fooled me too many times. It's like that saying, fool me once. But the thing is, I've been fooled like 50 times on this. But 51, shame on me because I'm not getting fooled again. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna process when I'm reading, and I'm gonna be like, okay, how can this be messed up? And then I'll read it. Draft Hutch or bust. Okay, hey. And that's why I want to do this Hutchinson Catemon video at some point. What is my dream pick? Realistic? As of now, dream pick at 2 would probably be one of the pass rushers. It'd probably be Aiden right now. We'll see how that runs out, though, because it's going to be interesting. I'm going to have to watch the do a versus video, see how it'd fit, too. But one of the pass rushers at 2, because then I just want that guy that's scary, and I think both of them can be. And I think Aiden is more right now. 32, it'd be Drake London if somehow he slipped. If somehow Drake London got there, I'd go crazy. And then 34 would be interesting because it would just be, I'd be cool with different spots. I mean, like, let's say, for example, Drake London didn't fall at 32. And I, like I said, I, at that point, would be cool with taking a beast of a defensive lineman. Like, I love Logan Hall. I'd be cool with that. If DeMarvin Lee was there, I'd be cool with that. And I could grab a Christian Watson 34, money. But Drake London would be, beautiful if I could somehow get Drake London. Van Valkenburg is an edge from Iowa. Okay, someone else was saying that too. Shout out to you guys. Okay, that name sounds familiar. I just haven't seen him. Hutch, then Winfrey, or Wyatt. I like both those guys. Funny thing you said that. I was watching Devontae Wyatt today. I was watching, actually, while I was watching Combine, I had it on in the background. I was like, okay, Devontae, I see you. So I was watching him a little bit. He doesn't look like a defensive end, so he'd be more of an interior guy, I feel like. But, yeah. Those crazy. If Lions get Hutch or Tibbs, who is the next edge? The next edge that I like. So you're saying like my third, or are you saying like for the next pick? Because if you're saying like my third favorite edge, that's actually a great question. It's something I've been trying to figure out too. Like George Karlaftis, right? I think all of a sudden now he's like, whoa, this guy might actually fit because we're playing now 4 defensive lineman sets. George Karlaftis makes himself interesting. The only thing I don't love with George is that, and we wouldn't miss both if we wanted both because, we had the 2 pick. But the thing is with George, he doesn't really give you a lot of speed around the edge, right? He wins with power. He's got a nasty bull rush. So it's like, I would like to have someone that can also bring the present of I can beat you on the edge too. Don't know if he brings as much as that. So I don't know if I love that. Let me see. Who else do I got in here? Ojabo. Ojabo's cool because this is the first year he really did anything. First year he really played, and he had a great season, but he was also across from Hutchinson. We saw him line up both sides. He definitely has the speed around the edge. There's just inconsistencies there. There's games where he'll go quiet. There's great games, but games where he went quiet. There was some of the lack of consistency. Jermaine Johnson, personally, I wouldn't take him that high, right? So Arnold Ebikete, right? He looks good. He looks really good, actually. Very polished. He's coming out pretty old. That's why. But he looks good. I just don't think the ceiling is as high as those other 2 for sure. It's interesting. It's a great question. I'll have to dive into it more because I don't know who that would be right now. Let me know who yours is. If London falls 32, snag him immediately and Watson 34. That'd be disgusting. Hey, I wouldn't even be mad if people be like, well, why we take 2? That's cool with me. From the guy that's like, I want more D-line help, I am perfectly fine with that. Because immediately you could say, all right, we don't have to draft any more receivers. We got Drake London, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Quintus Cephas, who can plug inside as well. All right, let's just say we don't even resign anybody. You got Christian Watson, Drake London, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like, that 3 is nasty. It's nasty, man. I would like to bring Josh Reynolds back to that group, actually, because then I'd have more of a reliable route runner to help out some of these other guys. And then I'd probably, get a guy like Khalif, maybe not Khalif, but like Khalif to help me in the slot, return some kickoffs. I'm good. Bonito could probably get later. Bonito, I haven't watched tons of his stuff either. The Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma edge. Oklahoma, stop. Hold up. All right, let me get back to my combine stuff and make sure I didn't miss any notes here. How about quarterback? Can we talk quarterback a little bit? I know we don't want to because we don't want a quarterback, but it's possible. So let's talk quarterback. What do we see at the combine from quarterback? So first off, let me look at the numbers. Like we said, Desmond Ridder, he impressed so much with his 40 time. Matt Corral didn't do anything because of his injury, so no workouts, no throws there. Bailey Zappi ran a 4.83. He had some ugly scores. The 9-1 broad jump, it was kind of ugly. Dustin Crum looked a little choppy, I felt like, when he was trying to drop back, like a 5-step drop. Some of them did because a lot of guys in college, they play shotgun so much. Crum, I thought, looked kind of choppy. But Dustin Crum also is coming from a Kent State offense that does a lot of RPO, shotgun, taking shots on the field. You could definitely throw a deep ball, but it looked choppy, some of the dropbacks, like the 7-step drops. It just didn't look great. Caleb Ellaby was kind of a weird one for me because I don't love his arm strength. That's one thing I don't love about the guy. But he also has definitely inconsistency with his timing routes at times. I think we saw that. We saw one of his dropbacks. He had one of his 5-step drops, I think, where you saw his 5th step back. It wasn't smooth at all. It was like he stepped on himself, and he was all of a sudden he was standing like this. His legs were right over each other, and the ball came out ugly. It's like, okay, clearly, yeah, this isn't that didn't look great. So I think that would just help his accuracy, cleaning that up. A lot of these guys do need footwork work, just like Sam Howell, I think, does too. Who else we have? EJ Perry. Okay, EJ Perry on here. Who's the guy Cole Kelly. That was brought up at the beginning. Cole Kelly was kind of cool. So Cole Kelly's a big dude. I don't know what his official measurement was in terms of height. I should probably put that in there. But he was around 6'7". The guy's a big dude. Really not. You want to talk about statue in the pocket? It's not that he can't move. It's just that he doesn't really like when I think of statue in the pocket, I don't think of a guy that doesn't run or scramble. I think of a guy that literally when he's in the pocket just looks like this. And it's like, oh my gosh, he's a tower. That's kind of what he looked like. But he definitely has a nice arm. So got to point that out. I thought Jack Cohn looked pretty comfortable in some of the footwork dropping back, which made sense. I know Payne knows all about him coming from Notre Dame and also Wisconsin. So I thought he looked pretty comfortable in his dropbacks. I'm not saying it was a great day. He had a 55-mile-an-hour pass. They showed Sam Howell ran through a 59-mile-per-hour pass. And I was like, dang, Sam, that's crazy. I think they said that was the fastest one. I like Sam Howell a lot. Carson Strong definitely showed that he has a strong arm. See what we did there? He had a big arm. He definitely did. He could rock it. He rocketed. Now, the right side, when they were running the go routes, they were was it the right or left side? I think it was the right side running the go routes at the end. Not as accurate, but he definitely showed that he had an arm and he dropped some nice ones. Not to Malik Willis level, but I'd probably put him at 2, at least from who I saw today. Malik did 4.6. Hey, I mean, I guess I could kind of see why you do it because it's like, oh, I don't want to show people like everybody thinks I'm like the fastest quarterback here, so why even risk it? Okay, hey, I'm not mad at it. Don't mess with it then. Jack Cohn may be available at 232, could be worth it. 232. What pick is that for us? That would be we have 232 and 234. I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers there. I'm a Michigan fan. Love what he did. I just do not see him as a beast in the NFL. Hope I'm wrong, though. Hey, I hope you're wrong if he's with us. If he's not with us, I don't care. But, who else do we have on here? Caleb. Oh, I already talked about him. Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson put up some ugly numbers, too. I actually thought he was faster than that. He had a 25.5-inch vertical, 9.3 broad jump, 4.89 was his first 40 time. His numbers were kind of ugly. Brock Purdy, this is the one. Little high. EJ Brown, the fade routes that he was throwing were not good. No, the fade routes at the end were kind of ugly. When he was throwing his fade routes, they weren't great. He wasn't really giving his guys a chance. That didn't look natural. Yeah, Derek King. I didn't like Derek King coming into it, so I didn't really have tons of high hopes for that either. So I was like, all right, I don't expect this to go that well. Willis played 2 of 60 passes, yet we saying he's the best. Sus. Well, you got different quarterbacks in there. You got different receivers, so the timing's a little off, and they're throwing a 70-yard pass. It's tough, No, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, he definitely has a huge arm. Derek King thoughts? Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of King coming into it. Miami quarterback. I thought one thing that showed up as an issue. You saw him on the dropbacks doing the slants. Like there was no drop back. It was like I was like, what is he doing? He looks so uncomfortable doing that. It'll be something with time, but he looks super uncomfortable in his dropbacks. I was like, whoa, what the heck? He would like take one step and then throw it. It's like, man, you got to back up a little bit. You can't just take one. Like if you're taking one step and then throwing it, you're right on your offensive line. There's going to be a push there. And sometimes it may not be the push that you want. You're going to get that thing deflected. You're going to get hit. Like you got to move back. It looked ugly. It did. Watson will not make a third. No, I don't think he will either. I got to check that video back. I know I said in that video that he would be a round 2 pick. I think I did. I really do. I don't know. I have to check it back. Yeah, look, hey, I take him at 32, 34. And I'm gonna toot my own horn here because I came in, had him ranked at number 4. So I'm living it up a little bit. I've been wrong about tons of things, but I feel pretty good about this one because he lived up to some of the expectations that I put out there for him. I was like, okay, I see you. I'm wrong about like a lot of the other stuff, but it's like, all right. Play for North Carolina, the biggest red flag. Oh snap! I do like Sam Howell though, man. I like that dude. What do you think of Pickett's hand size? It's small hands, man. They and Kurt Warner talked about it. I don't have an issue with wearing gloves. It just feels weird. Like. I remember like just being younger, like, no, don't wear a glove on your throwing. Like, you can wear it on your offhand. People still didn't recommend that, but it was like, don't wear a glove on your throwing hand. It's going to lead to inconsistency. You can't really feel the ball. The attack's going to be a little messed up. I think he does it because of his hand size, but he's always done it. So it's not like, okay, I'm just going to put him on. Like we saw Goff sometimes last year put gloves on in bad weather. And it's like, okay, he does that all the time. I don't know. It's weird because Burrow had small hands. He just has much smaller hands. One thing that's important for him is he's got tons of fumbles. One thing that I think is going to help him out a lot is making sure when he takes off or he's moving in the pocket, he constantly keeps 2 hands on the ball. And I thought that's something that actually Goff did better in the second half of the season. You have to like train yourself. I feel like to always have 2 hands on the football. Like anytime you scramble, you move, he's got to always have 2 hands because he doesn't have that grip where the lightest touch, even not on the ball, if it's just like, oop, hit my arm, he might just drop it, especially with gloves on and it's wet because gloves in wet and rain, that doesn't, that can be issues. Let me mute this real quick. So I would think for him, just making sure he has 2 hands of the football, but he does have a lot of fumbles. So it's an issue. It's a concern because he has a ridiculous amount of fun. Like I don't know the exact number. It's 20 plus. First linebacker off the board. I'm gonna say, ooh, that's tough. I'm gonna say it's Devin Lloyd. Yeah, I'll go Devin Lloyd would be. Are you saying for the Lions? You saying I think it's Devin Lloyd. My dad and I measured our hand size today. 9.5 for me, 9.25 for him. He said he can't imagine. Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. You measured your hand. I want to do that now. I want to see how big my hands are. Hungry Panda, how tall are you? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but how tall are you? Dang, that's crazy. Taking that back of quarterbacks make a difference in next year's draft. Look, hey, if you think he could be the future, you take him. I got no issue with that. But other than that, I'm not all in like, yeah, I got to go get one. They still got bigger hands than me. Dang, man, you got a small hand, though. What? Lloyd or Dean? I got to say it's Lloyd. I'm thinking Dean. I thought Dean for a second. Like, nah, it's not going to be Dean. It's not going to be Dean because I don't think Dean checks the boxes, some of the boxes that Lloyd feels like super complete. Lloyd is a tackling machine. Lloyd is a great like Lloyd can drop zone. He just feels like the best all around linebacker. He feels like he'll be the top pick. But I think the thing with Dean is that he doesn't do everything well. And there's certain teams that could be like, yeah, I don't really want him. Like Patriots. I don't think the Patriots would draft him, but there's not as many defense like this in the NFL anymore. And I don't think the Lions are going to be like this, but Lions would take a guy like Nakobe Dean, I think, to play Will. Like he can blitz all the time and he can play man coverage. So Lions would take a guy like this. Just doesn't play a lot of zone coverage. But there's certain teams that may be like, well, I don't really want that. You know, if we're going to play this style and he's going to have to deal with some linebackers, we don't want that. So there will be teams that don't love it. I think Lloyd is a little bit more well-rounded. Not to say he'd be perfect in that either, but he's a little bit more well-rounded. Who's the first quarterback off the board? I'm saying Willis at 6. Yeah. So wait, so the Panthers have 6. Panthers quarterback Sam Darnold. I'm gonna say Pickett. I'm gonna stick with Pickett. I think Pickett. That's tough, man. That's really tough. I think those will be the first 2 off. Right now, I'd predict Willis and Pickett are the first 2 off. I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'm slightly leaning towards Pickett because I think some of those teams in the top, like, okay, let's say Denver needs a quarterback and they don't get Aaron Rodgers. Like, dang, we got to get a quarterback. For them, who has a good roster around it, I think they'd want a guy that's like, okay, we feel like he can come in and play right away. And they may feel that way about Malik, but I think the general idea with Malik is that he's probably going to take a little more time. Pickett feels more like he could come in and start right away. I'm not saying he can't, but he feels more that way, that he's, maybe doesn't have some of the physical traits that Malik does, but he could help us right away. So if you don't have a quarterback, you want one. If you have a quarterback where it's like, yeah, we don't want to go with our guy, he's not our future, but we have him, then I think Malik becomes more interesting. However, if you're a team like Pittsburgh and they're sitting at 20, and it's like, okay, we don't have a quarterback. Well, they do have Mason Rudolph. So, yeah, they do still have a quarterback. Plus, they're sitting at 20. So, it's like, all right, we can take what we got to get. But if you don't have a quarterback and you need someone right away, I think you go with Pickett as the top pick. So, I think it'll end up being Pickett. Could you imagine a Lions quarterback last name Pickett? You know, like it? You know, like Pickett? Come on, man. Picket fence. You know, like Picket fence? Hold up. That could be a thing. Picket fence. We could all bring picket fences to. Come on, Picket. No. Hey, I'm just saying that could be a thing. Hey, Zach, did you hear what Dan Campbell said? He said, man, look. He said, we changed the whole dang scheme for a quarterback. Like, if we felt like that guy was the future and he's going to be our starter, we changed the whole dang scheme for that guy. So it's like, okay, clearly he feels like if he loves the guy, he'll just change it to him. But I think that's how it has to be. I still don't think to take a quarterback that high, but I won't count a quarterback draft pick out. I won't count it out. You think Giants should trade down at 5, 7, or both? Ooh, that's tough. I don't know the Giants that well. So, okay, this is the one thing. Is Daniel Jones under contract next year? He is under contract, right? I could see trading down. I mean, but the thing is, like, how many picks do you need, right? Because I feel like if you got 2 picks, the benefit of trading down is another pick, but you're just losing. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I trade down. I guess it depends who's there. But if I'm sitting there, I'm like, dang, we can get Kayvon or something. Like, I couldn't see them moving back. I would be like, okay, just stay here because you got 2 picks already. Go get a top guy. Go get the top guys at this spot. And don't play around with it. Why even try to risk that? You got 2 top 7 picks. Just get 2 great players, 2 franchise players. So I would think I wouldn't trade back, but I don't know their needs extremely well. Has Barkley on open trade notice? I've been hearing that. Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't think they'll take a running back that high again, but running back's cool too. I'm excited for tomorrow because running back's weird, man. Check, can we do this little preview for tomorrow? Who is the best running back in the class? Is it Kyron Williams? Guy's got hands, man. And I know I haven't watched a lot, but I'm like, dang, Kyron's got hands. The Notre Dame back, and he can pass block. And we know he's got the ability to just go. Like, you get him in space, he can take it home. Breece Hall's a beast. He's a beast. And I know Kenneth Walker's like, I'm sure most people will say Kenneth Walker because there's a lot of Michigan State fans. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. And I'm ready for tomorrow to see it. Hassan, okay, so yeah, you could. I don't know, man. I'm excited to see it though, because I think with a lot of these positions, it's kind of like that. Where it's like, well, I don't know if that's a top guy. Like Hawkinson felt like the top tight end coming out. Tight end right now, it's like, okay, I don't know who the top guy is. Quarterback, I don't know who the top guy is. Running back, I don't know who the top guy is. Wide receiver, I don't know who the top guy is. Offensive line, I don't know who the top guy is. I mean, every offensive position, we don't know who's like the consensus number 1. I think you could argue for different guys, and you could always do that. But if like you polled every position, there would probably be a more of a split than in past drafts. I think defense, that may be similar too. Defensive line, let's say interior defensive line. Who's the top interior defensive lineman? Jordan Davis, It depends on what you need, right? Do you need a nose tackle? I mean, is it someone else? Edge rusher. I think that one's maybe a little bit more because most people feel like it's Kayvon and it's Aiden. I think more people will lean to Aiden right now. Linebacker, is it Lloyd or Nakobe Dean? That feels like the top two. Cornerback, I don't know who the one is there, really. I think Ahmad Sauce Gardner is from what I've seen. And then safety, we know it's Kyle Hamilton. But offensively, every position, you don't really have a consensus one, I think. Need inside pass rush help. Dude, you are speaking facts. I like it, Eric. McNeil can get after a quarterback. And it's true. I mean, McNeil played so well last year. And even when I go back and I watch our game, I'm like, man, Malik played really well for a rookie. Levi has to improve. It's as simple as that. But I don't want to just bank on that. I would like to add help to it. I would love to add some help to that. And I'm always about D lineman. I think Brad Holmes is too. So I'm just saying, man, we're gonna add some D lineman help. It looks like most people are saying Kenneth Walker. Okay, so maybe the consensus here is Kenneth Walker. He's Kenneth Walker. I see Kenneth Walker at 34 bunch. Normally I don't take him, but I feel like it'd be great. Just want us to win. I agree. And, you know, that's the thing. It's like I feel like you don't want to be like, well, I can't take him. You know, he's a running back. But if you feel like he's the best, you take him. And that's how I do my mocks. I'm like, I feel like that's the best guy. I'm going to have to take him. Brian Robinson. Okay. I mean, hey, look, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. That's a big back. That's a powerful guy. Let me put these beats back on. How did we do streams before without beats? What were we doing? I get having Rad in here so we can like talk, but dang, dude, beats are necessary. It's weird when there's no beats. Is the running back class deep? It feels pretty deep. It does. It feels like there's a lot of movement too. Ty Chandler seems like he's just flying up boards left and right, but it feels mid-round deep, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it feels like there's some good mid-round picks. Day 3. There's some dudes in there. I think what happens with day 3 is you almost feel like you're getting more of a specific trait that you really like. Like you know, he's a big power back. Okay, that's a day 3. Or he's more of a scat back. Okay, day 3. Like it feels more of that day 3. But I think mid rounds is pretty heavy because there will be a lot of running backs in the mid rounds this year. My top 4 DNs: Hutch, Karlaftis, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Johnson. I don't have Jermaine that high. I don't have Jermaine that high. The Senior Bowl didn't blow me away because I didn't feel that blown away by his film. So I'm not letting it blow me away like that because I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying like I haven't let him move up that high on my net. And I love him as a run defender. I just didn't love him as a pass rusher. He got Blaze the turret. That's tough. People would never learn from our Okuda pick. Wow, what happened? We used people saying corner at 3. Hey, you want to take Sauce Gardner at 2? Come on now. You would not do that? Hey, Sauce Gardner, he's kind of clampy. I'm not, you know, he's very physical for that. I wasn't expecting all that. Dude, look, Blue Whale. First, hey, we do have a video on it, so if you want to check that out, we broke it down. I like Marcus Williams a lot. I don't think the Lions will do it. I'm going to throw that prediction out there, but I really like Marcus Williams. He's been like when I watched him and I saw what he was doing in coverage, it made me start to watch other safeties who were like, you know, way cheaper options that I was like, we're not way cheaper, but kind of mid-tier. And it's just like, you don't feel that they don't feel the same. Even safeties in college coming out, you know, the top ones, it's just like, it doesn't feel the same. His coverage feel is just, is this copyright? What is this? Okay. Sounds like a Drake beat. Is this copyright? What is this? I'm going to let it play because it's fire, but I'm just saying, maybe Drake might use this one. But he felt different in coverage. Like his feel, he felt like an absolute playmaker, man. He talked mad trash and got owned as soon as he did. I think we need another star running back so he gets hurt too much. He does get hurt a lot. He does. Depends on where your faith is with the other guys and what you're doing with Jamal. I mean, look, I don't think you resign him to a huge deal, but I think you could consider resigning Jamal for 2 years. Like, I don't know. I'd have to wait till after the year. I wouldn't do it now, but I'm saying you consider that. So it's not like Jamal has to be gone. And Craig Reynolds, I think he's going to end up being a big part of this backfield for a future. And I still like, you know, the other, I can't even think the guy's name now. You guys know I like that back. So Jesse Bates or no resign Tracy, or resign Jesse Bates or resign Tracy. Is that what you're asking? Would you trade 2 and 32 for Chase an 11 pick? Oh. That's tough because Chase Young's 2 years in, right? 2 years in. Isn't he coming off an injury though? Yeah, that'd be something I'd have to think about. Because then you're getting your top pass rusher. I don't think so. I don't think so because I think for you, like, if let's say I was in the GM position, and I'd have to look at it and be like, okay, I just don't like these guys as much as I like Chase Young, but I feel like I'd want that 2 pick, whether that's I can trade back or draft someone there. I'd want to select that guy. Not something that's because why would Chase Young be getting traded away? What in the world would lead a team like Washington to saying, hey man, we should, I'm not saying they are, but like the motives behind that are insane. Why would you trade away that guy? Like you've had him for 2 years, because he didn't have the production this year. So like, nah, I don't think I would. Bates or Williams? Oh, that's tough. I gotta watch more Jesse Bates. I haven't dove into him too much because I feel like he's just gonna end up getting re-signed. I feel like he's gonna end up getting re-signed because how much money they got. But they weren't able to get an extension done the first time. I like Marcus Williams because I feel like there's more versatility there than not Marcus Williams. I like Jesse Bates because I think there's more versatility. But Marcus Williams has to be the top coverage guy. Has to be. So I think if you want a ball hog, you go with him. If it's the same price, it'd be tough. I might go Jesse Bates if it was the same price. Eric Cooper might not be, but then Marcus got the ties. But I don't know. Bates feels like he'd be cheaper. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, and the Commanders sound like an XFL name. It does. It's a goofy name. Did y'all see the video where they asked Chase Young, like, okay, which names, like, how do you feel about these names? They said Commanders. He said it was terrible. Then they named it the Commanders. Oh, stat. I don't remember what he said, but it's like, oh, gosh. Come on, yo. You could even, like, you didn't look at that video. You didn't use that as inspiration. Like, okay, maybe we should have named it the Commanders. Oh, my gosh. Hey, I would have rather been the football team. Hold up. Amari may be gone. That is true. Amari Cooper. I'm not a big fan of Michael Gallup. I'm not. I thought I would be. I was hoping I would be, but I'm not, man. I'm not a big fan of Michael Gallup. I'm not even. I really don't feel a big separation between him and Josh Reynolds. I know you'd be like, "Well, you crazy? You really?" I don't. I don't see a huge separation there. So I'm not a huge fan of Michael. Now Amari's a different story. He'd just be super expensive. If you're saying he's gonna be a free agent. Justin Fields for MVP. Okay. I mean, I'm not going with that, but okay. Bailey Zappi and Justin Fields would be the best 2 quarterbacks ever. Okay. Hey, look, it's late. So, usually I'm the one saying crazy, and I probably have had some crazy talk in here, but that's you're reaching, man. You reach him, but I'm not mad at it, I guess. I kind of am, but not really. We get 4, 10, and 2. Wait, hold up. We get 4, 10 for 2. Good D line and London top 10. But who is that D lineman? Because let's say you move back, right? There's a very good chance that Kayvon and Aiden are gone. So are you cool with taking George? I don't know if I'd want George. I don't think I'd want George at 4. I don't see that. I don't see the speed edge presence. I don't see it. So I wouldn't take George at 4. It just depends, man, how you feel. I mean, let me know, who would you take? Because I'm definitely not taking Jermaine Johnson in the top 10. You got me messed up because I just don't feel that. Like, come on, man. A top 10 pick to me, I got to be like, dude, this guy's coming in. He's changing the game day 1. Like, that's got to be the mindset. It doesn't always happen. That's my mindset aside from a quarterback. So, like, Jermaine Johnson, I don't think he's changing the game. He's a good edge rusher, but he ain't changing the game, man. No, man. So, I don't know. You invested 10K in Fields memorabilia. Hey, that might pay off. I know that stuff sells. That might pay off, actually. And now that they got new coaches in there, maybe that works out. They got some good guys in there. They got the guy from the Packers in there helping them work out. So Cooper and Amon-Ra would be legit. Oh, that'd be super legit. I've been seeing that, though. There ain't no way I'd trade for Cooper. The amount you'd have to give for Cooper Kupp is ridiculous. I can't do it, man. I love Cooper Kupp, but I can't do it. Heck no, man. Let's go draft, let's go get our guys. We got picks. We got to be able to figure this out. He's a draft guy, man. I I got to get some water. Let me get this beats back on, and we'll wrap this thing up soon. Let me make sure I didn't miss any cool notes in here. But yeah, again, doseofdn.com. Actually, I'm gonna throw it up on the screen real quick. Let's stop these beats for a second, and I'll get back to the chat. Let me just throw this up on the screen. And I'm pushing this because there's gonna be a lot of updates coming here. Someone said I gotta play scary games. I do. I definitely do. Okay, now this is the big board section. So you go to doseofdn.com. I know it shows up different on my screen, but it's called doseofdn.com, and it'll show up like this. Or you can do it on mobile, and you'll have my videos there and everything like that. You know, this is Twitter, so like anything that DoseDN to Comeback King, like my tweets. I don't tweet a lot though. And then this is what I'm on 2022 Big Board. You go to 2022 Big Board, and this is what I'm updating live. I'm live. So if you were sitting there at home, and you were like, oh man, or if you were in the car and you're like, all right, I want updates, don't go to NFL.com. Because I'm putting notes in here too, man. So like, go to doseofdn.com. You can keep refreshing the page. I'm updating it as it happens. And I'm filling out these numbers for these guys that they put up. 467, Vert. And I'm doing that. I did it for quarterback. The rankings are kind of important, but not really. You know, they're just kind of like rough right now. I rank the guys that I knew about. Then I have all their numbers. And if I put notes on them, I might add a little thing in there just to remind me tight end. So you guys can do that. Or I want to show off one more page while we're live. If you go to 2022 NFL Draft Prospects, we have last year's on there too. But if you go to this one, it will break down. And some of them I'm not as deep on like this one. But what it'll do is it'll break down my takeaways on the guy. Good, things I like, things I don't like. See, like I like, things I don't like. And I've done this for a lot of players. I'm still working through it. Like running back, I haven't got any guys in there. Offensive line, I know some, but I just haven't put all the notes in. Receiver, we're working through it. So, yeah. And it's in alphabetical order. So. What are we doing? I love this beat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the behind the stuff, man. I can't really show it because it's like, unless I did video of them. I want to do videos on a lot of these guys, but the videos take a long time. But I got a lot of notes on these guys. So if you're like, oh, how does he feel about him? You check that out and you'll know how I feel about him. Or I mean, if you think that I'm you're like, I can trust that. And cool. But really what I want it for is I want it for when we go through draft day. If we draft someone, I can throw up my pros and cons on him. And what I want to do is ultimately for the draft day, which I think would be sweet, is have a big board that I can throw up. Be like, this is my big board. Lions take this guy. Okay, cross him off. Or this guy's off. Or cross him off. I want to make one for the Lions specifically, but we can do an overall big board. Like I want to have that, set up. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Calvin Ridley. Is Calvin Ridley a free agent? What's going on with that? Is this the trade thing again? By the way, anyway, how do y'all feel about this? This thing is smooth. Is it not clean or what? Come on, man. Hold up. Appreciate Lion Rumble. Ooh, you changed your logo. I see you. Lloyd at 4. Okay. I mean, I think he's the best linebacker. So while we are talking about crap, okay, how do the Fords? I don't remember we were talking about that, but how do the Fords not make custom vehicles for the players? Okay, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure the players will like that. That would be cool. Maybe she can make me a custom. No. Pause. You have Howell as quarterback 1. I do. I have him as. And again, these are gonna fluctuate. I do have him at 1 right now. I do. Stop. Don't get mad. Come on. It's early. Matt Corral, I agree. I think Matt Corral is overrated. I had him at 5 on there. It's probably going to move down. I just don't think I've put all the quarterbacks in yet. Because the 2022 draft prospects, I want to make this clear, or the 2022 big board, this is players at the combine. So not every player is in here. Not every player is in the system, We are missing a guy on here, though. I'm just noticing that. Where'd Matt Corral go? Matt Corral. All right, I'm going to have to retype Matt. I think Matt Corral left. Yeah, Matt Corral's not even on the paper anymore. I don't know what happened to Matt Corral. I'm going to be. Oh, there he is. What is happening? Why do you find? Okay, I don't know. We got like 4 numbers. Oh, because I got an extra. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. You don't want to see this. Okay, there's an extra number on there. It's throwing me off. My bad. Back to what we're doing. I feel like we need a thumper back there who can move around and catch. A thumper? Like you're talking about a defensive back. You can't hear the beat. Oh, I'm just listening to the beat. Okay, let me share that again. Good luck. Peanut and grits. That's what we got going. Oh, Peanut and grits. Good stuff. All right. I like tight end for Virginia. I believe he definitely improved his draft status and will be a steal. So that is, who is that? The tight end from Virginia. Oh, Jelani Woods. Yeah, I didn't know anything about him, so it was like the first time I seen him, and I was like, oh, okay. You take Corral at 1? Okay. Are you saying at number 1 with the Lions? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But hey, you're right. You know, shout out to Baker. I mean, Baker's got. I'll give him credit because Baker's like the first kind of quarterback they've actually found, which I think is good. And I think that's all they needed. They didn't need like they just needed someone because they built a good team there. Like, give them credit. They got a run game that's nasty. They got one of the best lines, if not the best line in the NFL. They have a really nice defense. And they just need an okay quarterback, and they can win. And even last year when he was hurt and he was playing like garbage, they were still had a chance to make the playoffs. I love how they built that, man. They built that well. DJ Chark, though. Yeah, even DJ Chark wasn't like, whoa. I would do a video on him if I was blown away. I just wasn't blown away by DJ Chark. I get the name. I don't know, man. He's another guy. I wouldn't drop big money on him, but maybe I just got to watch more. Graphics are crispy. Thank you. The graphics do look crispy. Thank you. I appreciate it. The graphics do look crispy, man. You need a Michigan Big Ten championship hoodie or shirt. I do need that. It'd be fire. Where the GoFundMe to get Deanna Michigan Panther shape patterns? Yes. Are those a thing? Yes, that needs to be a thing. Hold up. When does Michigan Panther start? When does April? Yo, we're watching some of that. We're gonna try at least one game. We tried XFL. I was bored. We're gonna do this. All right. Petrie is a thumper. I think there's a few thumpers though at safety. Like, I want to get caught up on Petrie, and I like Petrie, so don't, but okay, I thought we were going to but the thing with Petrie is more of like a slot nickel guy, but there are a lot of thumpers. Like Jaquan Brisker will hit you. He's more of a box guy. He's a thumper. Off the top of my head, like Nick Cross, he's a thumper out of Maryland. There's a good amount of thumpers, I feel like, in the back end. So I get what you're saying, though. But I think Tracy Walker is an absolute thumper. Like, dude, he might not have, like, the name for, like, people not talk about him as that guy. But I'm watching Tracy Walker. He lit up some dudes. And he had a few misses. But he, like, I saw one clip. I wish I could show it right now. It'll be in the video when we do it. He literally picked up the running back. Like, he took the guy off his feet. A running back. I was like, oh, my gosh. He picked the dude up and halted him. I was like, dang, Tracy. So I think he's a little bit of a thumper back there. He just got to continue to work in this defense and improve, which is why they need to re-sign him, to just get quicker on reads and in coverage, that we can get himself in spots faster and come up with some of those picks. Just finish some of these plays that he's close on. I think we're all going to be surprised. I agree. Last year surprised the heck out of me. I'm trying to see every single angle of it because last year I was like, we're not taking D-line. We took back-to-back D-line, and I didn't know who they were. I was like, what are we doing? That was a lot of people's reaction. Why did we just say back? But I'm leaving everything open now. I even done the research on what picks Brad Holmes has taken back in LA. I mean, I'm leaving it open. They could go quarterback. They could go tight end. I could see every position. So I'm trying to leave it open. That way I know about every spot, which is why I need to dive into cornerback. I know a lot of safeties. I need to dive into cornerback. That's probably the position I know the least amount right now. Cornerback and maybe offensive line, sort of. I know some tackles, though. Cornerback, I'm pretty light on that. I know a few, but not enough. And in the Lions, because of that, they'll probably draft like 2 cornerbacks. I definitely think the Lions could draft a cornerback more and more I think about it. They'll probably draft like 3 cornerbacks at backs, and I won't know who they are. So I'm not going to let that happen again this year. This mock draft sim had Andrew Booth go 3 overall. Oh, gosh. Hey, that's the Texans. So, that might be, I don't know. Who built the Browns? John Dorsey. Ooh, stop it. Hey, hold up. He also drafted Baker Mayfield. So I'm just saying, that's a good point. He's also was part of drafting Baker Mayfield and a guy named Patrick Mahomes and who's the other guy? Some other guy too. So I'm just, hey, if they could take a quarterback, you can't count that out. I'm with the idea of let's just, build around it because I want to do that, but I can't count out quarterback. That's why I got to know about him. What do you think about Evan Neal? He don't look 334. I think Evan Neal's a good tackle. I think what a lot of people have also said too is I think he could be a right tackle the next level, which I think for a team like Jacksonville wouldn't be bad. I don't know if I'm for sure that he's the best tackle, but I think what's nice about him is that he would plug in next to Walker Little at left tackle, and it could be a good fit. So I think they could look at that as a guy that can move people and be like, okay, we'll do this. I don't know about the size thing though. I haven't dove into it that much yet because I really like. If there's one thing I'm pretty confident, I don't think we're taking a tackle at 2. But there is my man in the chat who always says that. Like I would take Evan Neal at 2. So I know I gotta be prepared. But I don't see it happening. Hammond, Walker, and Amani would be no fly zone. Ham. Wait, who's Ham? Ham. Hamilton. Okay. No fly zone. Yeah, Amani, he's got to get better next year. But man, I mean, just the growth that he took last year was so massive. And what's exciting, I think, about all of this is that it's easy to get down on our cornerbacks because we don't have that big name. You know, we got Jerry Jake. And here's why people get down on our cornerbacks. Not because they didn't necessarily play well. It's because of the main media. It's like, Lions need a cornerback. They had to start Jerry Jacobs. It's like, hold up. Jerry didn't ball out. Like, Jerry, I think when Jerry was healthy, he was our best cornerback over Amani, who improved his ball skills a ton. In terms of, like, sticking with the guy, I thought he was our best corner. I thought he played well. Like, there was a lot of good reps in there. Wasn't perfect as a rookie, but there was a lot of good reps. I think to know what they did without really any – we had worse – guys, think about this, and it pains me to say this. We had a worse pass rush in 2022 than we did in 2021 than we did in 2020. It's like, oh my gosh, we got to get after the quarterback. Why do we like Will Harris so much? I think we like Will's versatility. I mean, I think a lot of people don't like Will Harris. I don't dislike Will. I don't know if he'll get resigned. That's the thing. If he did, he'd probably be pretty cheap. I don't dislike Will. I wouldn't sign him to an extension or anything right now. He's got to show what he is. I think what's cool about Will, though, for next year is going to be the versatility. Because Will's going to be able to, I think, with the cornerback background, he can come in as a cornerback. But if we go to 4-2-5 looks and we don't have a third, like, safety that we know, like Jordan Whitehead, he's that guy. Or, like you guys were saying, Kyle Hamilton or JoJo Noman or something like that. He could play that role for us with that background. And he will hit. You know, he's definitely didn't take the step that I think Tracy took last year. But the versatility is nice. It is nice. He wasn't perfect at corner either. He kind of struggled at corner. But for a safety to do that, it was like, okay. And maybe he'll just continue to be a corner. Like they did it with Bobby Price. They moved him to corner, and they're like, that's what you are. So we'll see if they bring him back. But he's already under contract next year. How do you feel about Justin Jefferson goes to the Lions? Oh, gosh. Where are you guys getting these trades from? Wait. As well, maybe Amir Chase? Wait, you said Jamar Chase? Whoa. My boy. Look, I like the wishful thinking, but I don't see it happening. Look, Vikings want a fire sale. I'm on board. Trey Boston. There you go. My boy Trey Boston. Okay. Now he can play deep safety. I don't like him in the box at all. But deep safety, he going to eat back there. He just doesn't play in the box well. Then, wait, I missed something. Someone said something about a Nebraska corner. You say, that thing's got me laughing. Oh my God. Yo, hey, let us get Casey Hayward. I was looking into that. Like, maybe Casey Hayward. You just can't, I can't $7 million in cap it this year. It's got to be spread out a little bit. And I think it's a 1-year deal. So I think we go cheaper for a vet. No. Stop. All right, we got to wrap this stream up soon. But this chat's funny. The rest of the corner might be a steal. Oh gosh, what is his name? He's got like 2 names, right? Isn't it something Britt? Something Britt. I'm not deep in the corner, man. I told you I don't know corners a ton yet, but it's something Britt. You guys remember like I always think about this, like some of these old drafts, and we were like, oh man, that guy's gonna be a steal. It happens every year. But it was like, I think it was like 2 years ago, there was a Wisconsin cornerback that people were like, man, this guy's gonna be a steal. I don't even know if he's still in the NFL, but it's like, it's funny how that goes, man. I love draft time. It really is. Like, because some of them, and you know what's crazy is like the guys that I feel like no one brings up. Like, I don't know about you guys. Doesn't always feel like there's like who people call us steals in the draft that everybody like that actually multiple people talk about. So like, we're like, oh, that could be a steal, but we always talk about, but there's like those, like Jerry Jacobs. Tell me how many people, all right. And I got to ask, how many people heard of Jerry Jacobs before we picked him up at all, through the draft, through anything? I knew not. I didn't even know zero about. I've never even heard of Jerry Jacobs. You know, AJ Parker a little bit, but Jerry, nothing. It's wild, man. It's just wild how many prospects there are. It's crazy how many guys there are, man. I think sometimes I'm gonna bet there's a few guys, and I'm gonna learn more about this soon, hopefully. But I'm gonna bet there's a few guys out there that they just don't get to. They're like, okay, I don't know who he is. We don't know who that guy is. We can take a shot on this guy. There's probably some dudes out there that they just don't know who they are. Some teams don't, and that's why some teams are like, oh, how'd they land him? And they didn't. I think some teams probably just don't get through everybody, and they're not able to. It's nuts. Yeah, we killed the UDFA, huh? We got some nice players in there, man. We low-key did a better job at UDFA. Oh, I just read that, but I never did. I love Diggs, but I don't want him. He has Troy Polamalu vibe where he gets crazy lucky. Trey Polamalu. Hey, if I can get Trey Polamalu, I'm on board. Not now because he's old, but Trey Polamalu. I had a big fat head, Trey Polamalu of him on my wall when I was younger. Like that was my dude, man. I love Trey Polamalu, man. Then they put him on the cover with Larry Fitz, and it was like, ooh, that's clean. Hungry Panda, you trip. You know what, Hungry Panda? This is what I'm gonna do for you, because Rad's not here. This is for Rad. This is for you, Rad. If you're watching,
You're tripping.
we had to get it in there. Cam Taylor Britt. There you go. There, girls got better knees than Swift and Barkley. LOL, please read this. That's messed up. That's come on, man. I'm not on the Hutch train either. Can we do this real quick? I want to see where this is at as of now, because I'm gonna guarantee you, when we come back Saturday and we are talking about this defense, whoever did better in terms of scores is going to be the hype for everybody. Heading into Monday, Sunday is going to be the hype for Lions. Got to draft this guy. And that's Hutchinson or Kayvon. So let's do this now. I want to get it. All right. Say it now. 1 for Aiden Hutchinson, 2 for Kayvon Thibodeau. I want to see where everybody's at. All right. And don't try to turn your back on this 2 days later when we're coming back and they're like, hold up. You see what Aiden just did? Like, okay. Let's see where we're at right now. Because I think it is important, man, to get. Oh, I love this beat. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Okay, 1. Blade says 1. We got Jason with the 2. 1. Why not resign Charles? I would love to resign Charles. 1. Oh, there's a 3. Hold up, you can't pay a 3, Zach. Okay, there's a lot more 1s. A lot of 1s. I would love to resign Charles Harris. I would love to. I think Charles Harris. Charles Harris kind of weird projection to me, because I think Charles, like last season, I thought he did well. I wouldn't say Charles did well enough where I'm like, yeah, that guy's, a premier pass rusher. But I thought he did well. I think it's also a tough projection because I think he could be better. Yeah, Romeo and Harris. I think he'd be better with more healthy players and better interior defensive line play. I thought actually his run defense was a lot better than anything. I thought his run defense actually was his trait. But he had a couple of games, and that's how sacks go. They fluctuate. It's more about pressures to me than anything. Like 2 of his sacks came against Minnesota. He's going against a guard. It's like, all right, But that's how it goes. 2 of his 7.5. But I would love to bring back Charles. I don't have an issue with stacking that, because with COVID and injuries, Romeo's out. If I move on from Trey Flowers, I'm cool with Charles even being a backup. Like, hey, that's fine. People might say I'm overpaying, but he could be a great third pass rusher coming in on pass downs. Like, I'm cool with that. And I love the cookies. Okay, we're bringing back the cookies. That's what we're doing. This is we need to convert Decker's contract to a signing bonus for more cap. I got to look into that. I'm not telling Red. You just use the non-section you're tripping with. Oh gosh, hold up. Oh my goodness. Don't tell him. Hold up. I gotta see this real quick, because you made an interesting point before we get out of here. I want to see what so guaranteed salary. Taylor Decker. Taylor Decker's re-signed though, isn't he? Yeah, oh gosh. You might you might be able to re-sign to that. I mean, he'd be more expensive next year. He'd be pushing his cap hit up. It's about 17 mil right now. That's an interesting one. Oh man, I didn't bring that up in the video. I didn't even think about that. That could be something. That could be something, especially if we're gonna keep him around, which I think they are. That could be an option. He's got a lot of base salary this year. You think Goff is better than Jay Cutler? Oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't remember Jay Cutler that well. Guys like that, I have bad memories of. Like not bad, like in like I just have memories of always like feeling like he was like sleeping. Like every time he was on the field, he looked like he was sleeping. It's like, gosh, dude, you know you're playing football right now, right? I never thought Jay Cutler was that great. I never did. I always thought Stafford was better than Jay Cutler, but that was like 2013, 2012. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Can't answer that. Listen, if we go 4-3, Flowers, Romeo, Hutch, Julian, Levi, Brockers, Neil. Wait, Neil, Bryant, Harris. Who's Neil? I forgot who Neil is. I don't remember who Neil is, but I like what you're saying. Now, I don't think Trey will be back part of that mix for cap reasons, but I mean, if you do keep him around, I'm not gonna be mad. I just don't think it'd be the move. What if we resign Quandre? Okay, so clearly, you guys heard something about Quandre Diggs, and now it's getting everybody hyped. Look, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna circle it. I'm gonna do a Quandre Diggs video because you guys are asking. I know he's in a cover 3 defense right now, and he's not really playing split coverage a ton in Pete Carroll's defense. I wouldn't have a problem bringing him back. It's just the price point would be interesting because he's coming off of 6 picks. I think he's 28, 29. So how long do you want to lock that in? And then at that point, if you're paying, let's say 3 years, $45 million, are you really going to pay that much when maybe you could just shell out, I don't know, 10 more, maybe get different tiers? It's interesting. There's going to be a video on Quandre Diggs. There will be. I'm going to write that down. There is a Christian Kirk video out. Guessing Leo. Oh, Leo. Okay. McNeil. Okay. You threw me off it. Okay. Oh, my bad. Jay Cutler was really good for like 2, maybe 3 years. Was he? Oh, snap. Jay Cutler. Wow. Cutler and Romo. Dude. Jay Cutler wasn't he diabetic though? I think he was. Didn't they say he was a type 1? So I could kind of see why sometimes you're sluggish. You do get sluggish. But like he just always looked like he was like kind of doped up. I'm not going to, I don't know. Cutler is Favre, but Andy Isabella's available. Did he get cut? I could see him getting cut. They didn't really ever play him. Andy Isabella. Oh, for a trade. Andy Isabella to seek trade. Browns link to trade. I could see bringing in Isabella. I liked him. We were doing the trade deadline stuff. I liked Andy Isabella then. I could consider bringing him in. I just wouldn't want to give up too much capital for that. But he was a high pick too. He's a 2nd round pick. Kirk Cousins. You don't think Kirk's good? I think Kirk is perfect for the offense they've been running there, and I think it'll fit well again with Kevin O'Connell. They got to find a way to keep him because financially it just makes sense to trade him. But I think they got to not find a way, but I think they will find a way to keep him. They talked about someone who is going to turn 30 by the season that they really like. Wait, what video? Was it hold up. Was it a combine video or what, did they do like a cool? I saw the combine videos. Oh, the inside the den. Oh man, I didn't get to watch. I was gonna react to that. I was gonna do a video reacting to that. Dang, I gotta watch that. Should we do a video on that? Should we react to? Should we react to that? Campbell would be a perfect for this D. What's up, Dan? What's up, CG? He'll have a shot. He'll have a shot to make a roster. I'll say no as of now. If they cut Isabella, I'd give him a 2-year, $2 million deal. I could see something like that. I'll bet you $1 million. Kayvon will be a bust. Do you accept? Please read. No, I don't accept. What the heck? Come on, man. I can't even make that bet. Get out of here. Inside the den. Yeah, definitely watch it. Gosh, man, I forgot about it. I wrote it down because I was like, I'm gonna react to this live. And then when was this? Can't for some reason I was working on something. I never got to it. I might have to do a reaction to that. I want to watch it because they always put out fire content. Like you're talking about how the great behind the scenes looks. So let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. What final notes do we got? Tomorrow, I want to be back tomorrow. If you guys want to be back tomorrow, talk about running backs, offensive linemen. Oh, that's the exciting day. Ooh. Not really, but I don't know. Like tomorrow might be kind of boring. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Tomorrow's combine might be kind of rough, but you know, we'll be back to talk about it. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Again, dosedn.com. I do have notes in there from the combine under 2022 NFL draft prospects if you want to check them out. Greg Dulett. Yeah, I have him on Isaiah Likely. He looked like a receiver to me. Cole Turner had a rough sled one. Who else do we have? Curtis Hodges. Chase Allen from Iowa State. Didn't know they had two, Iowa State tight ends, but now I know. Kyle Phillips made some nice play. He had a nice underneath curl route that he ran. Kyle Phillips looked pretty good. Slade Bolden. Slade Bolden I thought was actually really impressive. Slade Bolden out of Alabama. He had a 32-inch vertical, which is not great. A 9.8 broad jump, not great. 4.6, 340, not great. He'll probably be pushing undrafted ranks or day 3 late. But definitely, someone to keep an eye on. Johnny Johnson. Okay, first time I heard about him too. I got to see that Taekwondo. I got to know if Taekwondo Thornton actually ran a 4.21. That's insane. Make sure I don't miss nothing here. Romeo. Nope, Romeo wasn't in this. Justin Ross. Calvin Austin was good. Look, I would say main takeaways from receiver. I thought Alec Pierce checked all the boxes that I thought he could check, which is awesome. Calvin Austin is who he is. He's extremely athletic, small receiver. That could be a problem for a lot of teams. He's only 5'7", though. Jahan Dotson, I really like the guy. I only not against him in size, but he is very confident as a pass catcher. Like what you noticed even through the gauntlet, like he doesn't slow down the pass catch. It's just flying through it. I loved what I saw to Jahan Dotson. Thought Christian Watson had a great day. Chris Olave, of course, had a really nice day too. And then quarterback, Cole Kelly, someone I'll have to check out because I thought he had some nice drop back. What I noticed about Cole Kelly is I didn't think he had like a big arm. I thought that's one of my takeaways. Like I thought with Cole Kelly, he didn't have a big arm. It was kind of like he was just throwing the ball early, but he had some nice touch on it. He understood what he was good at. Some guys were letting it wait. Like Malik Willis, Carson Strong a little bit too. They kind of just sat back there and wait. One of them came out really ugly that Carson Strong tried to wait on, but they tried, they waited and they held up a little bit in their drops to try to show them how far they could throw the ball. Sky Moore. Yeah, Sky Moore looks good. He does a lot of his work from the slot. I know that at the NFL level, but he'll play through some contact and he's really nice after the catch too. He's got I think he might have the most forced missed tackles according to Pro Football Focus in college football actually. So he's nice there. I wonder about the outside flexibility, but I think with his play strength, there may be some ability there. It's just, again, the size. EJ Perry was a little inconsistent, I thought. He had that one bomb. It was just completely flat that he threw. Fade routes were not great, but he had some really nice throws as well. The go route he threw on the left side was beautiful, which I think is usually easier for a right-handed quarterback. I think, throwing that direction. Dustin Crum, he looked a little choppy, but he played so much out of the gun. Crum is not someone I have super high just because I thought his decision making and reads weren't great, but he might end up being a day 3 pickup for someone. Thought Ritter helped himself a lot. And I thought he helped himself in the Senior Bowl too because he was just very consistent. He was a play action, roll out kind of player in that game. Very consistent, very smart player. And I think someone takes a shot on him probably round 2, round 3, just because they'll look at him and be like, oh, he's got a chance to start. He could run an offense. He's got some athleticism now. We see it, the highest 40 time and anyone that did it. Solid arm strength, it's solid. It's just the accuracy's got to be more consistent. Malik Willis, I thought, personality-wise, I really liked the guy. I'm going to be honest. From what I know, I wish I could have interviewed the guy. It sounds like his interviews went really well. But I think a lot of people like Malik Willis, and I think that shows, and that will lead the team to take him in the top 15 easily, which means he won't be falling to any of our picks, unless we took him at 2, of course. I don't think we'll do that. Carson Strong, yeah, big arm, little flat on another of the goal routes that he threw to He had that really nice throw to Olave. That's what it was. He dropped that bucket to Olave for like 60 plus yards. So that was nice. That was nice. A really good gonna be steals. What do you think? I like Justin Ross a lot. I haven't watched a ton of Jack Cohn. I've only seen him play Cincinnati. He looks like he could be like a pro style quarterback coming out, which makes sense. But I do like Justin Ross a lot. I do, and I did a video on him. I don't know what the deliverance to look at. Now we're going to a 4-3. What deliverance to look at? Oh man, I mean, I don't think it'll change a ton. I would just, keep an eye. I think it opens actually, if anything, possibilities. Look. Here's what I'll say: just look at guys that are explosive off the line of scrimmage, because that's what the Lions drafted last year. It's probably what they'll draft again. Guys that can get downhill. It probably opens that up for linebacker as well. And then I would say when it comes to defensive ends, guys that play with their hand in the dirt all the time, they can be much more of an option. Rather than thinking, well, he plays with his hand in the dirt, he wouldn't fit this defense. So if they have a build to play defensive end and they play with their hand in the dirt, it's now an option. Yeah, he does. And that was on the Pat McAfee show when he said that. He does. He wants to play the outside linebacker role. So if you took him, which I think makes it less likely we do now, but I also think you can make it work. He wants to play in a stand-up role. That's what he was saying, I'm pretty sure, which I think would be fine. I think you could still play him in a stand-up role. He preferred that more because it helped him take off. I just don't think you want to draft a guy and put him in a spot and be like, oh, well, this is not where he feels most comfortable, because then he took him at 2. That's not worth the pick. Goff 32, 34th for Russell Wilson. I don't think they do that. I don't think they would do that. Huggins's play rec is elite. It really is. Absolutely. His run defense is amazing. His pass rush is good, needs more moves. I don't know. I would say pass rush, I think he's slightly limited because I don't think he has fantastic bend, but I also think he just does what he does and he wins. Like, he's got bull rushing power. He can line up at every spot. What I think what really makes Hutchinson good as a passer, this is what I'll say, and it allows the door to be very open. Expansion here is that Hutchinson's feet, his agility, he wins with his feet a lot, which I think is huge for Aiden Hutchinson, because he can beat you, with a lot of athletic moves, setting you up, which makes the fit as a guy that's with his hand in the dirt a little bit more tricky. And that's probably why he exploded like he did, because I think when you're playing in the stand-up role, and even if you're in a 4-3 stand-up role, but if you're in a stand-up role, you can use your feet a little bit more to, set up these offensive linemen, which made him scary, really scary. When you're online, it can slow you up a little bit. So I think for him, that's what made him really, elevate last season, and it makes it exciting for the future. You have a great NFL team, bro. Lions are a good team. I appreciate it. We're trying to get better next year. Listen, Goff for Rodgers straight up. Hey, I don't want Rodgers. Get Rodgers out of here. Hutchinson's arms are very long too. There you go. Having Goff kills us. We did a video on Hutch a while ago. I think we did do a video on him a while ago. Would trading him kill us? I don't know if it would financially, but no, I don't think he's going anywhere. But I could think he was drafting somebody, but I don't think he's going anywhere. Just ride the course, play. Have him for another year. He finished the year really well. And if you draft someone cool, the thing is, it also gives you flexibility, because if let's say you traded Goff coming into it, now you're relying on a backup next year. Not a backup. You're relying on either a free agent signing, which is probably not, this is probably very rough, or you're relying on a draft pick, which I don't think a lot of these guys you want to do unless you're going to take them at 2, but then it doesn't give you that flexibility. So then at that point, you're probably trading up for a guy. At this point, you have more flexibility where it's like, well, yeah, if I love this guy and he falls 32, we might take a shot on him, but then I don't have to go get him. It's moving to 4-3 real. Yeah, we're moving to 4-down linemen. We're moving to 4-down linemen with odd principles. We did a long video on that, super long. I know it was long, but it was the second half of the video we talked about it. So spec shooting gaps. It's exciting. I think it fits our personnel though, like Campbell said. If Goff has a good year and your quarterback is ready to trade him, think Chiefs with Smith and Mahomes. There you go. And it's like, I mean, look, just roll the course, man. And then, you have an easier out next year. But I have no issues with coming back as a starter. I thought he finished really well. He played really well, played very confident. And I got, a big part of not only is getting an outside weapon, because the Lions did, one thing that you notice is that, even watch the Rams last year. There was a lot of times where Cooper Kupp, Stafford would just sit on that route all play. But you can do that when you trust him to get open. We didn't have guys on the outside that we could trust to get open. Now, once we got St. Brown going, the trust that Goff had with St. Brown was so good that he was throwing passes early and he was putting it in holes, and it was like, whoa, and we were starting to roll offensively. Specifically that Green Bay game, we started to move offensively, and every pass seemed to go his direction. We need that. And we also need improvement from the coordinator spot. It's Ben Johnson's second year. He helped us a lot in the pass game, and I think he continue to improve in that area, knowing what he's good at and what we can add. And once you get those pieces, just going off of that, I think it was the right decision to bring him back and have him be the offensive coordinator. But there's also other things that need to be good. Like if there's other things that got to be good for quarterbacks to be successful, even beyond players. Just the positions you're putting these dudes in. And it was obvious last year. Like it's clear as day, man. When we were doing what we were doing at the middle part of the season because of our pass pro and our receivers, it's like, dude, you got it. This is an issue. This is a huge issue. We can't do anything with this. This is a very big problem. We need help. And Decker was like, oh, I'm back. Here you go. I'll help you out a little bit. And he did. And it was like, oh, Josh Reynolds. He fell into our lap. Let's get him. And it was like, whoa, this is awesome. And then it was like, okay, a passing game mind. We needed someone to be ridiculously creative. And he got really creative. And he helped us a ton. Target had his favorite target ram, 1,000-yard receiver. What? Okay, I mean we could break that down. What you hold up? Cephas did become one. Shout out to Cephas. We had him for 5 weeks. Shout out to Cephas. He was big for us until he got hurt. We had a 1,000-yard receiver that played 2 games. I think. Perriman got cut. St. Brown was awesome. I wish he would have won Rookie of the Year. Raymond fast, but there's lack of production everywhere he's been for a reason. He's just a hard target to hit, Khalif, I gotta believe. So, and then Hawkinson barely, didn't really play a ton last year. He played a little bit though. Didn't play a ton though. So, I don't think there's any reason to force it out. But if there's someone that you like in the draft, you draft him. But at least you're not put in that spot. I don't think you want to be in that spot where it's like, oh, we got to go get this guy, especially in this year's draft. You definitely don't want to be in that spot. I don't see a guy like that. I don't see a guy. Maybe they do. I don't see a guy like that. Panda loves Hawk. He wants that man paid. Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's one thing I know about Panda. Is he's all about paying the players. He wants to pay Hawkinson big money. I think he wanted to pay Carry on big money just to incentivize him, to try to get healthy. He loves paying the players. So I respect that, which is huge for Reynolds was so big. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And it's like, you just look at the red zone. Our production red zone was so garbage. I'm just being straight up. Third downs, it was garbage because anytime we got a third and long, and guys, flags have to stop. I'm picking up the mic for this. The amount of false starts we had was insanely terrible. Oh my goodness, that has to be better. I get all the praise that we throw to Hank Fraley, but what the heck are we doing? Decker, Hawk, any guy, you name it, Jamal, they're all just jumping. It's like, what are we doing? I get you have Evan Brown, but you've had him for weeks now. This isn't like week 1. Why do we have so many false starts? And it kept putting us in such bad spots for our team. But you get the weapons this year. You get the pieces around this year. You see how he does. If he does well, great. If he doesn't, okay. It's an easier out. You don't have to force something. And guess what? Now you got that new quarterback with pieces. He's in there. He's comfortable. He's going to have things to work with. And he'll be set up for success. He'll have a run game. And he'll have weapons on the outside for years to come. And hopefully your defense is coming along and you have weapons as soon as he plugs in. It's like, all right, here we go. Or if Goff plays well, it's like, dang, we figured out the hardest position in the National Football League, which is quarterback. We can win with this. Let's roll. I mean, it's just really it's a win-win. It's not a win-win, but it's like really only good can come out of it, if you ask me. That's what I would say. Oh, these beats are great. Oh my goodness, Rad hopped in the building. What? Okay, let's get a special guest in here. This dude has been on the show before. We use this clip without asking. Rad, what we doing, man?
I told you, bro, I needed some ibuprofen. I found some ibuprofen. I rested my eyes, and I'm here. What's happening? You're a fool.
That's good to see, Rad. Did you have to go buy some?
No, I went to my ladies and got some ibuprofen.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
What we talking about, man? I seen you was on. I'm like, let me see what my guy's doing. What's the deal?
We were kind of, you know what? We were talking about combine. You can see the bottom. Look at the bottom, right? Does that not look clean?
We got combine, tight ends, receivers, quarterbacks. I want to talk about Chris Olave. That's what.
Okay, let him know. That's what everybody's talking about in the chat. They're like, he's the one.
Oh, really?
Now, so let him know.
Is that what the chat's talking about? I didn't know that.
It is.
I mean, I'm feeling him after that 40. I already felt like he had good game film. He just gave me them Will Fuller vibes. And y'all know I've been wanting Will Fuller in free agency. So I don't know if he's going to be there for us in the draft, though. I'd like to take him with that 32nd pick. because
Right.
he could be that deep threat. He's going to stretch the field for us. He's going to be on the outside, opening up that inside game for, TJ Hockenson and St. Brown to just get dirty with it. And I like to land him.
You like him at 32?
Oh, for sure. I just don't know if he's going to make it to 32. Because he already has good film, and now you come out and run this, what was it, a 4.28 and then a 4.31, I think it was, or something like He came out and ran a fast 40. And now it's not looking good for us to land him.
4.26 was his first number. Was his first 40.
See? That's ridiculous, man.
My bag, Joe. My camera fell off. Okay, you know what? We're switching over. As soon as Rag gets in here, it breaks. I mean, that's got to mean something.
I had nothing to do with nothing.
Switch over.
I had nothing to do with nothing.
You did something. You don't lie to the people. But Rand, dude, what are you doing, man? Okay, your connection looks better now. You were a little shaky before. I don't know if that was my fault or what, but it was like this. Someone said in the chat.
I'm on this LTE. You? I'm not at the crib. It's probably me. I'm on the cell phone. I'm not on my. I'm just chilling, man. Your boys start getting a bad headache, and now I seen you were still going. I'm like, oh, let me jump on.
Yeah, man. We did. Hey, look, here we go.
I feel like I've missed the whole. Red said I was tripping. What happened?
Peter, what did you say? He said something whack. Peter, let him know. I know you said something whack, and I was like, come on, man.
What did he say?
I don't remember actually. So you like Olave? What else did you take away, Rad?
I was about to ask you. So what receiver you think we're gonna land? Who do you think we could land at 32 or 34?
Who do I think we can land, or who I think we should land? That's the question. Because look,
who do you think?
There's a lot of good receivers, Rad. Christian Watson has got to be pushing his way up. End of round 1, round 2. He's got to, man, because
for sure, running that and that big, yes.
4.28, then a 4.31. The vertical, the broad jump that he put up. I mean, he killed all those drills. I thought he looked really good when he was getting passes from the quarterback as well. I think Christian Watson is up in that area, and I would take him there. And this is the guy that I gave myself a little pat on the back because I had him ranked number 4 coming in, and I thought he lived up to it. But hopefully that pushes other guys down because chat's always saying Drake London. Like, yeah, Drake London would be money. I would consider trading up. That's the only receiver I think I'd trade up for would be Drake London.
I would agree. Even though we haven't seen his 40s or nothing like that, I would agree with that. And he wants to be a Lion.
Yeah, he does, Rad.
Hey, a guy who wants to be a Lion.
You remember the South Carolina defensive lineman like that? And he was like, I want to be a like. Remember, he was like pick number 13 when he came out. It was the year that there was Derek Brown from Auburn, and then there was the other dude like right behind him. Check, and if you know what I'm talking about, the other defensive lineman out of South Carolina. He said like he like had a picture, I think in a Lion's gear or something, or he said like I want to be a Lion. We didn't end up taking him that year.
He went to the 49ers.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Who was that?
I can't think of his name, but he ended up going to the 49ers. He hasn't played well. I know that. He hasn't panned out.
So maybe we made a good decision. But something like that.
He's been injury prone both seasons.
Kinlaw. There it is.
Kinlaw. He hasn't.
Yes.
He hasn't been good at all. Yeah, I know you're talking about. He went to the 49ers. I don't know, man. I think the quarterbacks threw well. Strong. Carson Strong's arm looks strong. Ritter. I kind of opened my eyes to Ritter. I'm still not on this Malik Willis train. I don't care what nobody says. Like, you didn't
think Malik looked kind of good though? I mean, he was throwing some bombs. He's definitely has the biggest arm.
His deep ball, yes, he definitely threw some nice bombs. But then he also was very inaccurate on the 10-yard ends when they was throwing the 10-yard ends. He was like he threw the ball 5 yards away from the receiver.
There was one I saw him throw it straight over a guy.
I think was it on the 5-yard end. But then the very next play. Yeah. He took a little heat off of it and he hit him.
That's right. I remember seeing that. Yep.
It was still a little bit behind him, but he did get the ball there. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't want us to waste a first-round pick on him. I really don't. When you can get a guy like Carson Strong, I think in the third.
Hold up. Chad wasn't feeling Carson Strong, and I don't think he had the best showing today. But I thought he was trying to show off how far he could throw it in the goal balls for sure. Like the one he
Right.
threw like super flat. It's like it didn't come out right. But he wasn't like I didn't think him or Malik were throwing an NFL game ball really, like because they were just waiting and waiting. Like you gotta time that up, put that thing out there and let him go get it. They were kind of just like waiting to see how far they could throw it to show everybody off. I could throw it 65 yards, and I get it.
Right.
But man, like round 3. If he fell to round 3, I mean, I wouldn't have an issue with it. That's a good spot for a guy like that. This is what he said right here.
What he said? Talk to me.
This is what he said. So no, Hugger Panda, don't lie. You didn't say you rather have Corral go. You said you had Corral as your one quarterback, and I was like, I think that's what you said, and I was like, nah, Red. It's like, come on, man, because he saw I was showing him thosebeyond.com, and I had Sam Howell number 1. He's like, hold up, you got Sam Howell number 1? I was like, I do. He's like, I'm Matt Corral number 1. I was like, nah, man, you're gonna have to play the clip for that one. I feel like it was justified in the situation, maybe not just based on what you said. But we had to pull it out.
I like having Sam Howell at number 1. I'd put him at 1 also.
Look at that. We agree. Really. London and Watson, please. That'd be nasty, man. Every time I see Willis, I see Kyler Murray. Yeah, chat is popping.
This is weird.
What's wrong? Oh, because you're on mobile.
Yeah, and I had to jump on, man. I had to. I'm like,
yeah, man.
Let me get some energy.
Yeah, you sparked some energy, man. I was gonna like wrap it up, and then you out there. I'm like, all right, let's see what he's got. So, Rad, what about? So you said quarterbacks, receivers, and I want to ask you about a couple of these guys specifically. Alec Pierce, come on now, 40.5-inch vert, 10.9 broad jump, 4.33 40. Rad, that dude out of Cincinnati. Come on now, mid-round pick. I gotta know what you think. That might have been your first time seeing him, but like, was that your first time watching him?
Yes, I mean he looked good, man. Like,
come on now,
for another receiver, I like it, but mid round, yeah, I'm with that. I can get on board with that.
So you're with it at pick 34, okay?
No, I never said that. You said mid round.
Well,
okay.
Remember, Pro Football Network had him at 34 for us. Remember, we were going through it.
I know. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I mean, there's only certain receivers I want right there at 32 or 34. Then after that, I feel like we gotta wait to the 3rd.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wait to the 5th round, but I'd wait to the 3rd. Like, it just depends on who's sitting there.
I think I agree with what you said. You said one time to me you could see the Lions trading into round 4 because it's such a long break. I could see them definitely doing something like that with having 4 picks in the 6th and 7th round. Like, I could see them moving up, especially with picks next year. They could just slide up a little bit because he's saying that player acquisition phase. He's gonna go get players this year, so I could see them jumping in around 4 at some point.
I love it. Hold on.
You hype.
What happened to your boy Bill? Purdue?
Rad, hold up. No, actually, you know what? We're gonna do this. No, because you're here.
Boy.
You're in here, Rad. So we're gonna do this.
That's your boy, though.
You're tripping.
Rad, that's a that's a premeditated. You're tripping because Rad texted me, right? What'd you say? You said I'd take him in the 5th round. It's like, Rad,
I would.
Hold up. In the 5th, look, okay, I get it. I would take him in the 5th round too if he was there. But like you said it like you think he's like a 5th round type of guy. Like, come on, Rad. I feel like that was just disrespectful. Based off his 40 time, off his 40 times a 5th round pick.
Listen, it was disrespectful. I just don't see how he's gonna help us. Like, I don't see, like, what can he do that Quintez Cephas can't do? Like, that's how I look at it.
I think he's a much better separation guy than I didn't think Cephas is like a great separation guy on the outside. I mean, he's physical, but like I think Cephas could eat playing more on the inside, stacking up, you know, like David Bell can get on the line and go to work and he'll eat in the short intermediate. I just don't think he can take the top off like some of the best of them because he doesn't have that top speed. That's his biggest knock.
That's what we need. We need somebody who's going to take the top off. We need a big body.
We do.
And somebody who can take the top off. We need to either get both or we need to get either or. A big body or somebody who can take the top off. We don't need somebody who can just run routes and run a little 10-yard inning. Like, nah, bro. We don't need nothing.
Right, we do need that because, I mean, I feel like we need both. I think we could use both. Like, that's a little bit more of a luxury. I get what you're saying because we need a big body that can go take the top off, makes things happen after the catch. But, like, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad addition because we did do a lot of work in the intermediate areas. And you can always use that like Michael Thomas, you know, just bam. Cooper Kupp, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Brad, would you
give up a third? Yeah, man, I'm trying to rest. Would you give up our 34th for Mike Thomas?
Oh man, why do you guys keep putting me on the spot with these questions? Like,
And then
'cause I'm like, well,
then
he
not
was
even
hurt and
address
he's
the
great, but
receiver. Not even. And
nah,
at that point, we don't even
I'm still
address
addressing
receiver
receiver.
until the mid rounds.
Chat, let me know what you guys think. I don't know. That's tough because he's coming off the injury,
They
man.
said no. Somebody said no. Oh, I can flip to the chat. Check this out. Ooh, I like this. The chat is popping.
So someone brought up Connor Hayward. Brad, we
Oh Lord, I cut out. I feel like. Oh. Am I frozen?
go, man. Where we go? Okay, we back.
Am I frozen?
No. What was that? What?
I don't know, man. All I heard was rad, and I'm like, oh god, am I frozen?
Wait. Okay, what'd you think of Hayward though? Because I thought he was money today. Like,
Hayward did
oh my
solid. It was
gosh,
to
I
the
thought he
point
was
where it's
great.
like, dang, we brought back Kabinda. Like, I think we shot our load too early. Like, Hayward's looking like,
We made a mistake.
bruh. Like, we already know Hayward can block. He showed that he had soft hands.
He did. He was very comfy.
And he run hard. So I'm like, man, like, that's crazy you brought him up because when I seen him today, I'm thinking like, man, like, Kabinda's cool, but I don't know. I probably would have took Hayward in the 5th or 6th. Like,
I know, man. I mean, when he
like,
was when he go through the gauntlet, like he wasn't even slowing down. He was just flying. I was like,
he was
what the
looking
heck?
good.
He looked like a
Line and
receiver.
everything. He did. I'm like, bruh, Hayward's nice. Then he got that bloodline, so you know he's tough.
True.
I don't know. It made me think like feel like we shot our load on Kabinda, to be real. 100%.
The guy said give him to the Patriots. That would be a Patriots type of pick. Big fullback play action, dump it down to him. Can we get both? Can we get both of them? He looked like he could play tight end. I don't think he's super tall, but I'm just saying. I don't
As long as he
find a
get out
spot
there
for
and
a guy
block
like that.
somebody, I'm not mad because he was like almost 6'2". He's like 6'1". I mean, there's 6'1" tight ends out there. Ben Watson was a 6'1" tight end. He had a successful
There you
NFL career. Shout out to the chat, man. Let me say what's up to the chat. What up, chat? What up, chat? You've been going for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we've been rolling, man. Commander's got great
I love it.
versatility. So you went to sleep?
Nah, I remember
Okay.
I told you, I was like, bro, he's like,
Yeah,
go to
you were
Walmart
going-
and get some ibuprofen. I'm like, bro, that's a 1 hour round trip. I'm about to go to my ladies, which is 20 minutes away. Pop some ibuprofen, drank some water, ate,
like it. What'd you eat?
and now I'm Long John Silver.
Oh, I've never even had that. Like fish, right? That's fish.
Yeah. And I had a hush puppy. With a
You had
pink
a hush
M&M.
puppy?
I brought my pink M&M out.
Whoa.
She went to sleep. I'm not tired now.
You had a hush puppy. Yeah, it's kind of early there, right? I mean, it's not early here, but
It's about to be 10.
okay.
About to be 10. I don't like doing this on the phone. I can't see tell Rad to reach for the stars again.
There you go.
And then get to the moon later. Oh. Yeah, man. If you reach for the moon, you'll land on some stars. What? That's the truth.
I remember that. That was funny.
Real quick.
What's
So
up?
what tight ends you felt like standing out?
Well, let me actually pull up this graphic real quick because I kind of forgot. Like I didn't know tight ends. I don't know about you. I didn't know tight ends at all coming in.
It was one that stood out. I can't think of
that graphic pulled up. I got us covered, man.
It was one that they were like talking about how he's a good blocker. He didn't run that fast, but he showed that he had soft hands. Was it the tight end from Wisconsin?
Ferguson?
I don't know. I don't know. They was pumping up his blocking, but then I started focusing on him like running his routes and see if he had soft hands, and he did. I'm like, oh, that's not a bad selection if he can block.
I kind of like.
I like the guy from UCLA. My bad. I like the guy from UCLA.
Yeah, Dulcich or yeah.
I did like him. McBride. It kind of threw me off that he didn't run his 40 though. Like, what's the?
He
deal
don't
there?
look super fast. Yeah, he don't.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
That's okay,
but
though.
I already know. I know he can get open. He can catch, and his run after the catches. He's nasty after the catch. But it's like, bro, this looks a little weird that everybody's running a 40, but you. And you're supposed to be the Mackey Award winner. So that
Malik Willis didn't run a 40.
I don't think Malik Willis even probably has to run a pro day 40, and people still gonna know he's fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's true. It's true. All you could do is hurt your stock there. It feels like
because Lamar Jackson didn't run a 40. Remember that?
Oh, he didn't. Yeah.
No, he didn't run his 40. So I don't care nothing about Malik Willis, man. I don't even. I'm tired of people bringing his name
I
up.
I had well here's what I was gonna say. So
Yeah,
I
because I just
I
don't want us to fall into like we need to draft him. Like we don't.
Dulcich or Dulcich. I don't know how to say the guy's name. The guy out of UCLA. He feels like he could be the top guy off. Like he might be round 2, round
Yep.
3.
Yep. I think he might have pushed ahead of McBride.
Yeah.
Not unless
Yeah.
McBride come out and run like a 4.5.
Really? Okay. I thought who was it? I thought
But he
Peyton. I
don't
like
look like
Peyton
it.
Hendershot. I liked him, the big Indiana tight end. He looked really like lanky, but when he got down, he started blocking. You know, when he was doing the sleds, I was like,
Sled.
whoa, he's getting really low on that. I liked him. He looked good. He was a good pass catcher. He's not super fast though. He feels like a nice red zone threat, like just a big body, running like a 4.8 40. So it's not great,
Gotcha.
but I liked him late. And then I can go through the names if you want me to try to remind you of who the guy you're thinking of. Jelani
I don't.
Woods. Chat was
I
hyped about
can't.
Jelani Woods.
I don't know if it'll pop in my head because they went first.
Okay.
And it was such a
yeah.
long day, bro. I'm
It
not
was a
gonna
very
lie.
long
It
day.
was a long day to where I should have took some notes because I was honing in on who could move that sled also because that shows a lot of technique and like fire
Mhm.
off. And some of them dudes, I know everybody's seen, they was getting stuck on that sled. They moved.
Dude,
That
there was a
like
few
1
that got
yard.
stuck. Curtis Hodges, he didn't move it very well. I had a couple in
It
here like
looked
that.
bad. It looked
Cole
bad. I
Turner
felt
didn't move
sorry
that thing
for
at
him.
all.
It
Hey,
got bad.
he lines out wide, doesn't play it in line at all, and then you get him out there. That dude couldn't move the sled at all. I was like, oh yeah, some of them just didn't move.
It was bad. It was real bad. It was super bad for him. I like how Antoine Redwell was the receiver coach out there, getting a
That was
close
fire.
look at these guys. Close look. Loved it.
Who do you think they like? I'm not even gonna ask you like who you think you should pick. Who do you think they like? Is there a guy that I feel like that's a Lions guy right there?
I feel like they like Olave.
You think so?
We need a burner, and he's 6
I think they like
we
a
need,
Jahan Dotson.
we need a burner, bro. We need someone, and I mean, they said we need a guy who can make things happen when it's a one-on-one type situation, no matter who's guarding him or how many people they got. So maybe like even a Burks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
And
they
that's
like
why
a Burks,
Randall
yeah.
said they want a guy in free agency and draft 2 guys, and we need somebody who can make something happen no matter who's guarding them or how many people's guarding them, just that go-to guy. He said no disrespect to people in that room, but they all know they're not that go. You know what I'm saying? He said no disrespect to anybody,
Yeah.
but they all know that they're not a true number one. We need a true number one guy. And like a Burke seems like a guy who could go up and catch a 50-50 ball no matter who's on him. His route running looks solid. Watson, I like Watson, but I mean that could be a work in progress.
The only thing is like the only thing don't like with Kalave is that I think the physical side a little bit, but also just like I don't think he'd have much of an impact in the red zone either. I'm sure there's things you can do with him, but I think things I would do with him would be things that I was doing with St. Brown last year to get him open. Like a lot of the, the little routes they were trying to run, like the fake, routes they were trying to run. Like when he sat down in the Green Bay game, they still wouldn't have, and they could still get one later, like an Alec Pierce. But like that guy on the outside, they can there was no one on our team last year we could just throw a fade route to.
True.
I think that kind of guy is something that they would like to add.
We was missing that 50-50 ball. Got that guy in the red zone. Yeah, that you could just throw it up to.
Yeah,
but I like Olave's route running, man.
He can route run for sure.
I
agree.
I want him to be a line. Like, look, if we could check it.
He's the top receiver off the board. That's what Chad thinks is going to happen. So you take him at 2? Someone said take him at 2.
Burks. Hell no. Whoever said take him at 2.
I think Burks can hit top 10.
Tripping. But this is how I would love for it to play out. We get 8 at 2. I don't care who we take at 32 or 34. If it could be like I'd like to land Olave and Burks, or like Olave and Watson. Like I want a big body, and then I want that burner, bro. That's what I want. But it all depends on what's sitting there at 32 too. I can't say I want 2 receivers back to back. We just got to see how this draft play out, man, because you never know who's gonna be sitting there late in the first.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought up Pickens too. Pickens is the guy I gotta watch more because he just didn't play much last year.
But he ran a 4.4.
Yeah, he did. He looked good for a side. I like Jamison Williams too. It's just again he wouldn't bring that. I don't know. I guess it's like kind of just the type of receiver that feels like that guy I can just throw it up to in the red zone. He doesn't bring that. But maybe we could get a different guy like that.
James Williams better than Olave, huh? I
He
like
might be.
Skies. I haven't seen Sky's film, but they was pumping him up, and then he did look smooth. He ran fast. You know much about the Sky? What was his name?
Sky Moore.
Yeah, you know anything about him?
He just plays a lot in the slot. Like from the games I've seen, I haven't seen. I've only seen a couple, but he just like does a lot of slant routes, screens, things like that. Like it's cool, but he did a lot of work from the slot. And I know they keep saying he could play on the outside. I'm sure he can because of his route running, but he feels like his best fits at slot. But I know one thing, probably his best trait is after the catch. I think he had the most forced missed tackles in college football last year. So it's like that
I like
helps.
that.
Everybody can use that.
I like that. I really do. Who was we talking about? Who else was a burner today? God, what's his name? We was talking about.
A
What's
burner.
his name? He had a fast 40.
Put this back
Not
up.
Verlin. Was it Verlin? No, it wasn't Verlin. What was the kid's name?
Here, I'll pull him up right now. Let's see, who is it?
I can't even see that. Let me turn it sideways, maybe. Oh, maybe. There we go. Verlis? No, not Verlis.
Velas, he did have a good scheme,
Valus,
4-3-4, 4-3-2.
Valus. There it is. That kid.
That
Oh,
guy?
Lord.
Yeah, he did put
I
a
was about
nasty
to
40
die.
time.
This is
Taekwon
all
at a 4-2-1. Brad, what?
I seen that. They was trying to figure out if that was the fastest 40 time ever.
It's like, no way, dude. He did not look that fast. I don't know. Maybe do you remember Josh Ross? Like, did you ever see any of his college stuff? Did he look like that fast in college?
But didn't Alec Pierce 6'3", 40-inch first? Yeah, he had a good day.
Alec Pierce was money today, man.
What you think about his quarterback?
Ritter. I like Ritter. I like Ritter, man. I don't know. I think his biggest thing is accuracy still. So I would just but I think it can be improved. You know, they were talking about his footwork too, but I think that can improve over time. I like him because I feel like you talked about it, like, and I actually used your thing, like when there is pressure, he can take off, but he's not a running quarterback because now we see the speed. But I also think he's got control of the offense. He did every single check it since everything he did. It wasn't like I looked at the sideline, they tell me what to go into. He did everything, all the run checks, all the pass pro stuff. So, and he's been there for years. They won a lot of football games. That would be the type of quarterback I see the Lions be interested in. And I think he'll fall because he doesn't have, aside from the good 40 time, anything that really sticks out. He doesn't have crazy numbers, doesn't have a big arm. You know, it's all kind of just average. And he looks like super, like, not stiff, but very, like, I don't know, like he's like working on his like technique real heavy because he's not loose. Like he's throwing everything like this. Like you see him throw it. I'm like, what?
He looks real
No one else
mechanical.
stands. Real mechanical. Yeah, that's
Real
what he looks
mechanical.
like. So,
Where would you take him at?
oh, I think I'd take him at 66.
Okay.
Would you?
For sure.
Okay.
I don't mind taking a third round quarterback if it's the right, like, not, I mean, as long as somebody like a Strong, I know Howell ain't gonna be there, or Ritter. I'll take Willis at the 66. I'm just not taking Willis at the 2 pick. So, I mean, I'm not mad if we take a quarterback with that 66.
Right. Yeah. No,
To
do
be
I have
real.
these stats? I don't have the updated 40s for the receivers yet. That I'll have those tomorrow. I don't know if they all came out yet, but I'll have those tomorrow on there. I do have the updated official 40s for tight ends though. I'll throw that in there.
The Strong's arm make up for his knee? I think so. Like, I mean,
a knee thing don't concern me, man.
Nah, knees don't, like, people bounce back from knees all the time.
But it's been so long. Like, I know he had an issue coming out of high school, but it hasn't been an issue since then. They said he was 100% fine going forward. So it don't worry me. I know it's in his past. Just kind of like Justin Ross, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I feel like everybody, if you look back far enough, has some sort of injury. It's the sport you play. But from what I've heard, NFL team, it was the Rams team doctors that said he would be 100% good to go. So I don't know. I'm not worried about it.
Have you did a mock this show?
I have not.
You want to do a mock?
we can do a mock. Chad, let's do a mock real quick. We can keep talking about the draft. You want to do the mock, and I'll show it on the screen?
Yeah, I want to do a mock, man. You know, we
Brad's
had fun.
hype.
We had
Brad's
fun the other night.
He did this
I don't
too,
even think
draft.
I don't even think we did those mocks live. I think we went backstage. And
No, we did.
mocking.
We sat there. We did 2 of them.
My bad, chat, man. I feel like mocking now. Like, I got to look at these receivers a little bit. My bad.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do a mock draft, chat.
This is wild.
Brad's mock draft, and this one has trades. So I'm gonna hear all
I
the.
didn't know you seen me backstage, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw you back. Yeah, Brad. I was like, oh, he looks different. He's not in the studio.
I'm just on the couch, dude. Looking
do.
rough, tired. I'm not tired.
You
But
do
I
look
look
rough.
tired. Whoa,
All
chill
right.
out, chill out. You know what? See,
You
this
do
is
look
why I
rough,
didn't
right?
want to come on. This is why I didn't want to show up. I don't know why I asked you to do a mock.
Oh my
draft.
gosh, I should even have sent the link out. What the? Okay,
I'm
ready?
not serious.
Can you can't see it? Can I? You want me to try to make it bigger?
Okay, there we
So,
go.
all right, let me get
That
this
helps.
off the screen then.
Yeah, I don't need to see myself in it. Whoa, you can take us off actually.
No, Red. People are gonna have to look at that. Okay,
Yeah,
Brad,
I feel
do you know what
scared,
your
man.
hand
You're
size
so-
is?
My hand size.
Yeah, like how big is your hand? Do you know how big it is? Is it like 9
Oh
inches?
no,
Like,
I don't know. That's crazy because when they was talking about Buddy's hand, I like started looking at my palm. I'm like, do I have a measuring tape in my house or do I got a ruler? Because I want to know what mine is now at this point. Like,
Hungry Panda said he has a 9.25-inch hand size. That's
okay,
way
Panda.
bigger than Kenny Pickett.
Okay, Panda.
Dang.
I don't know why people on Kenny Pickett's hands, man. Leave the guy alone.
He got small hands, Red. He got a lot of fumbles, man.
I know. It's bad. Good thing he won't be our quarterback. Oh yeah.
He might be. Why not? What if he fell to 32? I do like my
Nope.
mocks.
Nope. I don't want him at 32. Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah, I might have to play the clip again. No, I'm
He
playing.
ain't gonna win us
I'm
no
playing.
Super Bowl. Does he look like a Super Bowl caliber quarterback?
Red, but what is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback? Is it a guy that's mobile and that has a live arm? Sorry.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but you didn't know that coming out of the draft, right? He was in the top pick. Did we know coming out of the
Josh
draft he was like
Allen.
a Super Bowl quarterback? Josh Allen wasn't the
Josh
top
Allen.
quarterback though. He was like 7.
Burrow. Herbert.
Burrow, you knew was legit. I feel like Burrow, you knew was that
Herbert.
dude. Red, what's Herbert done? Has he won a playoff game?
Oh God, we can't. Don't get into the playoff
Hey,
game because then
you
then
tell
we talk
me.
about Stafford. Then we like no. Let's not get on.
Stafford's won a Super Bowl. I'm only
playoff games does not mean you're a good quarterback.
I
People
completely
get caught
agree.
up into that.
But that's what
That
I'm
has
saying. So,
nothing to
like,
do
what
with
is a Super Bowl quarterback then? Because isn't it the same thing?
You know what?
I mean, our guy's
Next
been to a
question.
Super Bowl. I'm just saying. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Did he not?
Look,
Did he not?
hey, Dose, I didn't get on here to talk about golf.
Red, you started.
I don't have the energy to debate golf. I don't want to raise my voice. None of that. Okay. I came on here to talk combine, which I seen my guy was still going. And I was like, oh, let me see if I can jump backstage. And now we're doing a mock. So can we move on and not get into golf?
Let's move on. My bad. Let's
Our quarterback made it to a Super Bowl.
He did at 24, according to Zach.
Oh,
So okay.
Oh my Lord. I wish I could see the chat.
Okay, let's do this, Brad. Let's go. You ready?
Yes, man. You're despicable.
All
We
right.
we got a trade. What is that? What pick?
15,
Eagles.
16, 19, and 51.
No,
4-2.
I don't want that.
All right.
Anything else? Aiden Hutchinson still there?
Yes, he is.
Can we trade it?
You could try.
Let's move back one spot.
You trying to move back with Houston? Houston
I
might
wanna
take him though. I'm just saying. Who are you trying to pick up if you trade back? You trying to get Hamilton?
I don't know who I want. I got to see the board. I don't want to move back to Houston. I want to move back with is it the Jets? I want to move back to pick 4.
Okay, we can try it out. Okay.
I can't see. I want 4, 10, and 35.
Right, they're gonna do that. It's very unlikely. But 4 and 10, they said it's likely.
Okay, 4, 10, and try to get a 3rd.
Very unlikely.
Yep, there we go. We got action. Take that 4, 10. 4, 10, and the 3rd.
No, they're not taking the 3rd. They're not taking the 3rd.
All right. I'll do that. I'll take that. Move back.
We got action.
I
All right,
we had
let's see
action.
what they got.
They accepted because they know.
Oh, okay, they did. Hey, Brad, you might lose out on Kyle and Aiden. I'm just saying. Let's see though.
No, I'm not. Don't say that. Not you wishing.
I'm not
Don't
trying.
talk evil. What's that?
Should I hide? Oh, Giants move back one spot, get a 3rd round pick.
No, we can't move back at this point. We need to see
Okay,
what
so
they're at for.
Let me counter just so it doesn't go away. Kyle and Aiden are both gone.
They're both gone.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
take that trade. We want to move back.
Move back with Giants. Get the third round.
Wait,
pick.
don't accept. No. We want that. We want
That's a good pick.
I want another first out of them.
Dang, Red, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Take the third away. Now give them one of our thirds.
No.
2 of them. Give them 2 of the thirds.
No.
In the 7th. Oh, they're not going. Oh gosh. All right, move back 1 spot.
I gave them every pick, and they won.
Okay, take away.
Okay.
Take away the 7th pick, and ask for a 2nd.
Okay. Bam. Very
Said no.
unlikely. Yeah.
See if we can give them a 3rd.
You want to give them a 3rd?
Yep. And a 7th. Both 7s. They can have both 7s. I don't give a fuck.
No, they're not gonna do it. But I think you might be able to get 67 instead of 81 for 1 spot.
Okay, I'm down to do that because at this point you sure we missed out on Kyle Hamilton and Kayvon?
Yeah. Nope, they're not gonna give you 67. They'll give you 81 though. It's very likely.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Maybe take the 6th. Oh no, they ain't gonna do it. All right,
take
ready?
a 3rd and a 4th. Can we get a 3rd and a 4th?
No, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Okay.
They don't like 81 or something.
I'm down.
Maybe it's like bad luck.
I don't even know what to do now. Kyle and Kayvon's gone.
Yeah, you might be taking Kayvon, dude.
Oh, what's that? We got action again.
Yeah, well, you can move back 1 spot for a 4th round pick.
No,
okay.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
We're Kevin Stokes.
Pick.
Chad, what are we doing, Chad? What are we doing? Wait, you trying to trade back?
No, we're gonna pick now at this point.
Okay. Hey,
who's there?
Oh, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Kayvon's there.
Yeah.
Kayvon's there.
Yeah.
Take him. Take Kayvon.
Okay. You'll make some of the chat happy. Oh, back on the clock. Uh-oh.
Let me see who's there. Don't make it go away.
Girl, you don't move the egg. Stop it. All right. Probably no on that one. This one. Oh, you want to see who's available?
Yeah. Who's available?
Okay. Which of these trades might you be interested in, though? Because I only can do one of them.
None of them. That's too far back.
Okay, so I'm just going to X out. All right. Derek Stingley's there. Ahmad Gardner's there. I'll take Gardner. Jamison Williams. Uh-oh. Hey, if you want to get your boy Drake London or someone like that, you might want to take him now.
Not with
David Ojabo. Why not, right? Because if you wait, they're going to be gone. Unless you think Chris Olave is going to fall. Chris Olave could fall. He's at number 31 on theirs. See, look, Traylon Burks, number 12, man. If you want Traylon Burks.
He's there at 10.
He is.
Can we move back?
Brad, we just had trade offers. What you mean?
Move back for both the Eagles pick for 13, for 15 and 16.
All right, we'll give it a try.
Eagles right there. Try to get 15 and 16.
All right. What do you want me to give them? 30. Oh, they'll take 34.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's money. Send the offer.
No. I don't want that. Try to give him a 3rd, not a 2nd. No.
Okay, I'll give them both.
There we go. No.
Thirds.
What? 1/3.
They're not gonna do 1/3. It's unlikely. Maybe a 6. A 6 makes it likely.
See if you can do a 7th instead of a 6.
Okay, so do a 7th. No, if
okay, give them a 6.
Give both 7s. I can give them both 7s round picks.
I give them both 7s. I don't care about them 7
right,
rounders.
let's do the pick. Ooh, okay, right. We better making some moves, man. Oh, nope. You don't.
Nah, we're good. I want to
got back-to-back picks, man.
I like we're
trying to.
Not at this point.
We trying to get Kenny Pickett. Oh, Kenny Pickett's gone.
So who's all available? Who's the top
Kenny Pickett?
Available?
We might as well just restart the mock.
No. Oh,
okay.
Show me the best.
Sauce Gardner's still there. David Ojabo, Jamison Williams, Trevor Penning, Andrew Booth Jr., Trent McDuffie, Kenyon Green, wide receiver Jamison Williams, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Chris Olave.
Go Gardner. Take Gardner and take Ojabo.
No receiver?
Not yet. We got the 32nd pick still, right?
We do have the 32nd pick. And the Saints are looking for you to trade up. Are you going to try to trade up? Because they're going to offer you like 7 times.
To trade up?
Yeah. You're going to get a lot of offers.
What pick? What do we got to give up?
This one is 32, 81, and your 5th.
That's not bad. I like that. Do it.
Bobby Boucher. You would do this? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we're back on the board. Okay,
What
dang.
receivers available? What receivers available?
All the receivers that you want. Jameson, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Chris Olave, Jahan Dotson, David Bell.
Take Jameson. Take Williams. Because I think
Okay.
Drake London's gonna fall. We still got the 32nd.
No.
We don't have the 32nd no more.
No, wait, I
When
think
did
we do.
trade that away?
Yeah, we do. We do. We have 4 picks left. 32, 97, 179, and 217.
But the 32nd's gone.
No, you have the 32nd. No, yeah, the 32nd is gone. You have 34.
That's fine. Let's go. Keep it moving. We're gonna wait for Drake London's gonna fall to 34.
Oh, okay. We're gonna risk this. Okay. Let's watch it because there's only 2 receivers left. Oh,
like what we see.
they're gonna give you a chance to move up right now.
No, I don't want it. We're gonna sit tight.
Because I think Chris Olave will be there in this situation. Please stop calling. Please stop calling, man.
We're gonna get Drake London. Watch.
Stop calling.
I only got 10% battery. Good thing we only got 3 picks left.
Nope, Drake
Drake London's gone.
Wait, Chris Olave's gone.
Hey, we got a receiver though. We're okay.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot.
I'm good. We got a receiver.
We traded back or we staying?
Trade. I can trade back. I can recoup some stuff.
Yeah.
What can I get there?
49, a
42?
fourth, and a 7th, or
Where is it?
47 and a 4th for your 2nd. So you move back 13 spots. Whoa!
Who's there? Tell me who's there.
All right, chat. What's the chat thinking? Who's here? You still got 4 picks left. Including this one. 3 picks, including this one. You have David Bell's there, your boy. Zion Johnson, Roger McGreary, corner. Dax Hill. Yep. Brisker, Christian Harris, Kenneth Walker, Lewis Kine.
Yeah, move back. Let's recoup some picks.
All right, let's trade back with the Colts. All right, you want to do this deal?
So you give me the 42nd. Try to get a third. I want a third. I like thirds.
Oh, okay.
Did we get a third?
Unlikely.
All right.
If I give them both 6th-round picks, they'll do it.
All right. See if you can get a 7th also.
I like that. Stingy. Should we do it? It's unlikely, but should we try?
Yeah, I like it.
Stop it, girl. Stop it. She
like
just woke up. Now she's going crazy. Calm down, girl. Oh, they did it. We finessed them. Fadangled. That's what they got. They had fadangled.
All right, we moved back a few spots. We're still gonna get a good player there.
Moving.
All right.
Girl, you gotta stop.
It's Drake Jackson.
Oh, Logan Hall's gone, Rad. We messed up.
Is Perrion Winfrey there?
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The dog going crazy. We have a beagle. What? I have a beagle. I mean,
Perrion Winfrey there.
Perion Winfrey. Yeah. No, Mathis is. I like Mathis too. I like Matthew Butler. He don't get talk. Guys, when we go to D-line day, Matthew Butler's going to eat. What's up? Oh, safety. Lewis Kine is the best safety by far.
Daxton Hill's not there?
No, he's not.
All right, go to all.
Okay. Tight end. Oh. You want to take one of these tight ends? Come on, man. We just all the tight ends.
No.
Kenneth Walker, Desmond Ritter. Uh-oh. Boye Mafe. That'd be kind of nice too. Lewis Kine, Isaiah Spiller. Sam Howell. Bernhard Raymond. Daniel Falele. Brees Hall, George Pickens.
I'm probably taking Kenneth Walker.
You take Pickens too. Get signed. He's a 4-star. He's a 4-star.
Go Kenneth Walker.
Ooh. You think he's the best back? I'm going to have to watch more of these guys.
And then when do we pick again?
We pick at pick number 172. No, 82. What are we looking for next, right? You think safety, D-line? Uh-oh.
I wish we could trade lineman there.
I think Mathis would have been solid, but I think Matthew Butler would fit this defense. My concern with Matthew Butler is that he's always playing upfield, but I think it would fit now. So I don't know, man. I think Matthew Butler
is that moving back? No, that's not moving back.
That's moving up. They're trying to move you up.
We want to move back.
Oh, Matthew Butler just went. So
all right, see what linebackers is there.
We do need a linebacker. Darian Beavers, Leo Cheno. I don't know how to say that. Quay Walker, which would be cool. Channing Tindall, your guy, JoJo DeMan. Could be that Sam Backer. Yeah, Troy Anderson.
How many picks we got left?
I think we have 3 left. This one and 2 more. Yeah, this one and 2 more. This one in 97, so it's pretty close. And then the 7th round. Miss Mumba. Muma. Yeah, that's sad.
Muma's there?
No, we missed him. It's unfortunate.
What D lineman? Interior D lineman.
Interior. Oh.
And then what safeties?
Tremaine Lode, John Ridgway. I like
Any
this guy
safety?
at Iowa State a little bit. You know. Oh, safety. Yeah. Damari Mathis, Sterling Weatherford, safety linebacker. Nick Cross. Hey, my dude, Nick Cross. Come on now.
What quarterbacks is there?
I think. Oh, Skylar Thompson. That's it. Bailey Zappi's there too.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm cool on all that.
Cornerback, maybe.
Nah,
Mario Goodrich.
Sauce. I got
Oh,
Sauce.
you do got Sauce. Yeah, we have a lot. Tight end. I wouldn't take Watermeyer. After seeing today. But Dulcich is there.
Go back to linebacker.
Wait, edge or linebacker? Because you go to edge, you get Drake Jackson out of USC, which would be kind of money. Okay.
I'd rather have Nick Pitino.
You're taking Channing Tindall, huh?
No, what tackles are there?
Volson, Stuber, boy Stuber.
Stuber from Michigan's there?
Yeah.
That's a little high though. Nah.
Hey, he's the second tackle left, so you might go before your next pick. Yeah, Drake would be kind of cool, but he already got an edge. He got David Ojabo, and you got 2 edges, didn't you?
Yeah, I got Kayvon and Ojabo.
Yeah, you got Kevin and Ojabo. You don't really need a third. That'd be a lot.
Didn't I get Gardner too or nah?
You did get Sauce. Yep.
Okay.
Sauce. What about receivers? He has Jamison Williams. Yeah, you could get another receiver. Yeah.
Go to receiver. Receiver. I thought I had 2 receivers.
Kyle Phillips, Jalen Tolbert, Khalil Shakir, Alec Pierce, Danny Gray,
Pierce is there.
Bayless Jones Jr., Romeo Doubs, Justin Ross. Yeah, Alec Pierce is there. That'd be money. Oh, that'd be beautiful.
Get Alec Pierce. Right there.
I love it. You know what, Rad? I'm going to give you a clap for this draft.
Get Alec Pierce.
This is a money draft, Rad.
That worked out.
You're killing
real
it.
good.
You're killing it
Now,
right
if
now.
I can get my boy at linebacker, go to linebacker. We're going linebacker right here.
Linebacker.
I feel like my phone's about to die. I'm getting scared.
Channing Tindall is there. So is Quay Walker.
Get Channing Tindall. You know I like him.
That is your boy. I want to see them draft each of us, like one of our guys this year. Like, get Christian Watson for me, get Channing Tindall for you, or give me Logan Hall. Logan Hall has been my guy for a long time. Give me Channing.
Yeah,
give me Logan Hall. Yeah, Logan Hall is that dude, man.
You love Logan Hall.
I just like good players. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
When do we pick again, or are we done?
This draft is kind of stacked. We don't have a lineman. We pick at 7th round, so that could be our tackle. Hopefully the Illinois boy falls, or guy. Yeah, hopefully he falls. Unless you don't want to get tagged. I mean, we got free agency, Chad. We could just sign somebody. What happened?
Money. They said money draft. Let's go. Oh,
it is a fire draft. It's a ton of trade. Look, I mean, hey, the only issue with the draft like this is you got about what? You probably got.
We got to pay a lot of first rounders.
In the first round.
We got to pay a lot of first rounders.
Yeah, you have to. Hey, you might have to make Trey Flowers.
Sorry, I wanted to get all the top tier talent and forget about the 6th and 7th round pick.
We might have to cut Swift, save some money.
Stop playing.
Hey, you got to save money, Red. You did this to yourself, right?
I hope my phone's charging, to be real.
Yeah, I do too, Red. That'd be messed up.
Let me see. Did it go up? Oh yeah, it's charging. Yes.
Red, you're gonna miss your pick. Oh, okay. Stop.
I'm right here, baby.
All right, man. Pick number 237. We got I can't say that guy's name. I'm gonna try it. Amari Carter, Jashawn Corbin. I like him. Abram Smith, Charleston Rambo, Verone McKinley, Michael Clemens, Trey Turner, Daryl Baker Jr.
Quarterbacks is there? No.
You haven't grabbed the safety, but Verone McKinley's here. Okay, quarterback.
Oh, Verone McKinley's there?
Yeah, Verone McKinley's here.
Oh, okay. There it is. Is Leon O'Neal Jr.?
Leon O'Neal, no.
No. Yeah, get McKinley.
You
wait.
You want to restart?
No, hell no. Excuse my language. No.
You didn't try to restart? Huh? Okay.
No.
Tight end, Nick Muse, Trey Berry.
I don't want to
Trey Berry. Connor Hayward. Uh-oh.
Go see if my boy Ty Chandler's there at running back. I just want to pick him up.
He is there.
You know what?
So you wouldn't have a safety in this draft, or you can get Ty Chandler.
I did get Kenneth Walker too.
Chat, yeah, you'd have. Yeah, it probably don't make sense to get all them. Taekwon.
It doesn't.
Taekwon Thorne there.
Nah, I just want Ty Chandler.
Taekwon Thornton. Taekwon
Go
Thornton's not even
get
that good.
McKinley. Go get McKinley from Oregon.
All right. Bam. And there's Rad's 2019 draft.
I wanted Tyson Chandler too, though.
All right, fine. You know what? Let's get him then. I'm not playing.
I want to get
Rad,
greedy.
we're not gonna be weenies about this. Let's trade back up.
I wanted Tyson Chandler.
We're getting Tyson Chandler. It's a great draft. Let's finish it. Let's stack it if we have to.
Oh no.
Nope,
that don't make
we
sense.
get Tyson
No.
Chandler.
We don't.
Too bad,
Don't do that. Don't give up nothing. No, we're done.
Give up the 6th round.
Don't do
picks.
that. Please don't do that. Please. Don't.
Why not? You know what? You can get Tyson
Don't do that.
Chandler.
No, I don't
Brad,
want him.
are you sure?
We got Kenneth Walker. We're good.
It's okay. It's like we could just act like it didn't happen if you don't want it to happen.
I'm
Are
fine.
you sure?
I'm perfectly fine. We'll get him in on. We'll bring him in.
I can make the trade right now. I can put the call in, Brad. I got the speed dial for San Fran.
No,
I'll call Naylor right now. Let him know.
Can we get Penny Sewell's little brother?
Can
we get Neffy?
Neffy is there.
And I can still get Ty Chandler.
Maybe I guess if you traded for 2 picks. Here, let's do this,
Don't
man.
do it. No.
How about this? No, right. This isn't crazy. We give them 2022 6th or 2023 6th, and they give us both their 7th round picks. You take Ty Chandler and Neffy Sewell.
I do it. Go. I like that.
You want to do it? All right.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's do some fireworks, man. Staying on the line.
That.
Let's go, San Fran.
Look at that draft,
go,
though.
San
Did you
Fran.
see what I just got?
Oh, they picked for you.
No, they didn't.
It did. It took Nick Ford. I don't know.
Wow.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We know who you took there. We know you took Ty Chandler. So we'll take Neffy Sewell.
Wow, they played me.
It's okay. We know who you took. Chat knows who you took. They can't finesse you like that.
Can we look
guys,
at this real quick?
This is Ty Chandler.
Can we look at that draft?
Yeah, this would be insane. This would be pretty messed up.
So Kayvon,
Von Gardner, David O'Chop. Dude, you'd get the best corner in the class. Maybe third, fourth best edge, second best edge. Maybe Jamison Williams, top receiver. Maybe best running back in the class. You got 2 great receivers. Linebacker solid. Backup safety. I don't know who Nick Ford is. And you got Sewell's brother, which I love it.
look at that, bruh. Ended up with Kayvon Ojabo and
Oh
Sauce.
my gosh. Do you think you won these trades though? I mean, okay, they got Hutchinson. You got 4
You
and
said if
10.
the Lions would do that, that'd be insane.
Can't happen. Hey, why not? It's possible. Anything's possible. We've seen multiple trade backs before.
That draft is too legit. Thank you. Chat, how y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that draft, chat?
Red 3.
How y'all feeling about that one? That felt real good. It was so good I had to charge my phone.
Yeah, they did mess you up with that Nick Ford pick. Maybe Nick Ford's a beast though. I mean, he is from Utah, so they're both from Utah. Maybe they know each other, and I don't know. And they're friends.
I would not be mad if this really happened. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be pretty nuts. It'd just be expensive. Justin Walker says it's an A+. Shout out to the new member.
Oh,
Look at that logo. I mean, that's beautiful. He's got Okuda on there. He got Swift on there. Hawk on there. I think that's Cephas. He's got Barry in the middle. That's cool looking, man. I like that.
that is a dope logo.
Oh, they gave you 2+. Now, he thinks Campbell's getting fired. Oh, no, man. I thought it was good. Like objectively, if that actually went down, I'd be happy about it.
Panda, what you think about the draft, Panda? Can I get a grade real quick?
Fired. I think he's going to give you a C. But every grade Panda gives, we got to move it up a grade. So
be real, Panda. Like if we really had the draft jump off like that, come on, bro. We got 2 edges, 2 top tier edges, the top corner, the top running back. I like Channing Tindall.
I just want one draft where Brad Holmes does this. Go crazy in the draft. It would be fun to watch, wouldn't it? We just went wild. Trade. Yo, I'm not mad at it, man. No, I do want to see if Ty Chandler got picked because I think he would have been available for that pick. Ty Chandler.
Yeah, he didn't get drafted.
Yeah, no,
we're gonna bring him in on an undrafted deal.
There you go. It's even better. It sounds like you can get C- and add a grade. There you go. So you got a B-.
I just wish I could have landed Kyle Hamilton instead of Kayvon. That would have been fire.
Hamilton instead of Kayvon. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Oh, for sure. If I could have got that would have been perfect because I'd have got that edge and with the top safety. Oh man, I'm a little upset.
Well, Romeo is coming off an injury, so it doesn't hurt to have 2 crazy pass rushers with Julian. Charles Harris could go. Trey's gonna go. Romeo Cora. That's a good rotation. It's for elite.
Panda gave me a B minus.
Yeah.
Thanks, Panda.
We appreciate the love, man. Yo, I like Jameson Williams though. Uh-oh. You make people sick. There we go. Hey, we about to get off, bro. Stop. Whoa. Not a fan of the Gardner pick? Really? I get not needing a corner, but at the same time, my Gardner, I feel like he's the best cornerback, man.
You got to take him sitting there. Like, why not get a cornerback one? He can come in and be that cute cornerback one for us.
Right,
I had
you
to
laying
take
on the
him.
floor? What are you doing?
Yep. 100%. I had to charge my phone.
Kobe Bryant and Chris Paul.
He said,
The all-NBA team. There you go.
Corner, there's a need. I don't know. I mean, I don't think corner's a super need, but if you can get Gardner sitting there, and he was the best player available too.
I'm mad at it. I'd be cool with that. I'd be hype.
Got one of the top receivers. Then I got Buddy from Cincy. You need 3 good corners. Thank you, Zach. See, Zach gets it. He said, "Do another one."
Jay Will or Mechie is money.
Dose got to get off. He tired. You tired, Dose?
I'm all right.
I know you got tired. It's 130 over there.
Yeah. I don't know if Mechie's money, but Jameson Williams is money.
Don't forget, Eagles had a house shooting threes today. Let's get Hamilton, London.
He says Isaiah Thomas. There you go.
He said it went quick.
All right. How cool does this look?
Oh, that's fire.
You think that's cool?
Yeah, especially if I was sitting like this.
I was messing around with this. I was like, okay. It's just really bad editing. That's what it is. It's really bad editing, but that's what we do.
That's fire though.
Yeah.
We should use that Monday.
We should. You actually like that?
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a thing. Okay.
It's different. I think it's fire.
Okay. All right. I like it.
You don't like it?
No, I mean, I didn't make it on purpose. Like, I was just messing around and it came out like this. I was like, okay.
I think it's clean.
It's wild. Now, if we do this, no, it's not.
Whoa. What happened?
We got to get better in the draft this year. Here we go.
Well, all right.
All right, Ren. Let him know, man. Let him know. Let him know, man. Let him know. Oh, by the way, Ren, before you let him know,
headache, make sure you take ibuprofen if you want me to let him know.
Let me show you something pretty fire. Okay. Let me show you this. What? So I figured out how to play beats while we're streaming. That are not copyright beats, but like free beats while we're streaming. I figured it out. And we can. I wonder if you can hear it though. Everybody else said they could hear it.
Are you playing it?
No. 1 second.
Trade picks for Super Bowls. Alec Pearson wants to raise their stocks. Yes, they did, Michael Johnson. I feel like Bell's stock fell a little bit. Am I tripping by saying that Bell's stock?
No, Reddy. Hey, running a 4.640 does not. Reddy, you're the one that told me it's just a 40-yard dash, and now look at you.
No, but hold on.
How did his stock fall?
But Bell was projected like second round, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Now he fell to the third.
No. Well, he fell to the third because of his 40 time. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, Red, we got beats now.
I just didn't want him to be a Lion. I don't care where the kid go. I'm just not the biggest fan of him. You still got the beat going?
Yeah.
I can't hear it, Dan.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear it, Bob.
Check. Can we hear the beat? Maybe it's too quiet. How about now?
I can't wait for all the Edge drama tomorrow. Edges don't go until Saturday, I thought.
I think edges do go Saturday, yeah. Because
tomorrow's O-line running backs.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm ready for Saturday. Saturday's about to jump all defense. All
Yeah.
defense tomorrow. Well, is it O-line, D-line tomorrow
No, I don't think so.
though?
I think because D line would be Saturday, and then Saturday maybe it's linebackers. I don't know. We know DBs are. No, I think linebackers and DBs would be Sunday because then
That's
they
what I'm
can
ready
play
to
both.
see. I want to see these DBs flip their hips. I want to see their back pedal. I want to see how fast they come out their back pedal. Oh, yeah, baby. Did you talk about how dope it's about to be us running a 4-3 defense or a little bit more 4D linemen?
I touched on it a little bit. We touched on it a little bit.
Okay.
You look enthused by it.
Can you see me?
We can see you, Red.
Oh, I didn't know y'all can see me.
Let them know how you feel about it.
Are you being serious? No, I think
Let
it's
'em know.
dope. I think it's dope that we're about to run 4D linemen. I feel like we're already built for it. Like we was talking, McNeil's gonna play that one. We're gonna have Brockers and Levi rotating at the 3 technique, and then D ends. I personally think if we get Aiden Hutchinson, he already said he feels like he plays better from a 2-point stance instead of a 3-point. So I think we should get a little creative with it. Just because we run a 4-down lineman, I think our ends should still come out of a 2-point stance as opposed to being in a 3-point.
Yep.
I think at least depending on the player.
Yep.
Like Romeo showed that he can come out of a 3-point stance, but like Julian, if he still wants to come out of a 2-point and you still lined up in a 9 or a 7 technique, like do what you. I think they should allow them to do whatever they feel best.
Yeah. One. What's the difference? I mean, it's sort of, but
It's really not. But you just know, like when people run a true like 4-3 defense, normally their DNs have their hand in the dirt coming out of a 3-point stance. But I think we should get creative. Whatever that player's comfortable with, either coming out of a 2-point or a 3-point, they should allow them to do that.
well, I think that's what makes Aiden good because he can set up offensive line with his feet when he's able to do that much more.
Right.
But he even Kayvon, like if you watch Kayvon, he didn't play as like a hand in the dirt kind of guy. He played a stand up role, and sometimes he would go over a tackle and play that role, like inside of a tight end. He would still get on the inside of the defensive line. He just play stand up.
I think it's gonna be dope. I really do.
Yeah.
Somebody wants Logan Hall.
Oh yeah. Well, he knows then. He knows. Oh, he's throwing that in there trying to make me hype. That's what he's trying to do. He knows.
I feel like bringing back Charles Harris, 4-3 defense should be great for us. Yep. I think the 4-3 is going to be beautiful. I prefer a 4-3 over a 3-4 anyway, so I was already about that. I was already about it, and I was happy to hear that today. Or was it yesterday? It was someday. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
Hey, Dose, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Take your hat off real quick.
Wait, Red, do you hear this?
No, I don't.
You really don't hear this?
No, I don't. Take your hat off.
Chat, can you hear this? I got long hair now, man.
Take it off. Let's see, man.
Can't hear you if I take it off. Hold up.
You never.
No, hold up. Is my sound still working?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay.
I just want to see.
Yeah, we got long hair now, Red.
Is it back? Oh yeah, it's getting there. It's coming back.
It's getting long, man. And it's nice though. You got to get it long because then you can do stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Now it looks crazy because I had one, but gotta get it long.
Chad, we've been talking about Dose. He's about to get dreadlocks. He's gonna get some locks.
There we go.
We're gonna lock it. He's gonna get his hair locked up. They'll be black and Honolulu blue or black and silver.
Ooh,
you should like do it.
I'm down with doing that. Let's do it.
Poor boys.
Oh wait, I figured it out.
Oh,
now you can hear
there's
it.
the music. Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. I figured. I know what I was doing wrong. Okay, now you guys should be able to hear it. I don't know what I was doing.
Y'all now see Kayvon though? He don't compare himself to Hutchinson. He's serious face. Wait, what happened? Kayvon thinks he's better than Hutch.
I would think that too if I was Kayvon.
Middle linebacker and safety are the biggest concerns.
It's like Des Bryant. He was like, "Yeah, I can do anything Calvin can do." It's like, okay, you can say that.
Right.
You in your heart know that ain't true.
I remember that.
you know yourself. You know that ain't facts. And that tweet got me mad actually. Aiden's only got one move. First off, that's just false. I mean, it doesn't take much watching to know that's false. But the second thing makes me mad is like, what did Kayvon show you? What move did he show you? Like, I mean, what arsenal did he show you as a pass rusher? Win with speed? Like, I didn't see much out of him. He didn't show me a spin move. He wasn't showing me moves. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm telling you, man, it was just for views. I don't hate him. I just feel like people put out dumb stuff and everybody believes it because like, whoa, hold up, a Pro Bowler said that. It's like, dude, you still have to research. You got to know about the people. Like, dumb things go mainstream with no background to it. That should not get attention. I hate that. And like, then people will base opinions on that. Like, well, did you hear what that guy said? He said he ain't got no pass rush moves. It's like, dude, now we got two people that are unaware of what's real. Now we got two ignorant people to this situation because one person thought it would be funny to say something dumb, and people would take him serious just because he puts, you know, like cuss words in there and stuff. It's like, dude, stop. Come on, man.
Can I?
That's garbage out
Sorry,
there.
are you on this train? I've been seeing a lot of this. Quandra Diggs coming back.
What? Who started this? I think the chat was going crazy on this.
They're back on it, and plus it's been all over the internet too.
Okay.
And then the chat was just talking about it. Are you for it?
I'm not against it. I'm gonna do a video on it now that you guys been asking. But look, he was in
He does have the most interceptions the past 2 seasons out of any safety.
See, that's the thing. That might push his price tag up, I think, too high. Because if I'm gonna let's say for example, I'm paying $14 million a year. I'm going to sign Marcus Williams. I'm not paying $14 million a year for Quandre Diggs.
Agree. And
Marcus Williams means much better coverage safety. Plus, he's much younger. And the thing with Quandre is like he's playing in this Pete Carroll cover 3 defense, which we've seen us do, but there's not a lot of split safety looks in that defense. I know that without even looking at it. It's a lot of single high. I know he has versatility because we saw it with the Lions, and I like him. I just wouldn't spend that much money with that production. If his price hits like, I don't know, 8-9 million, then I'm down with it. I could be down with it. If they're gonna spend some cash somewhere. But then at the same time, right? Like, what is he? 29 years old? Would you give out a 4-year deal, 3-year deal till a guy's 29 years old?
And that's not already fast. He wasn't known for his speed. He just was known to be like a heady player. Like, no, I'm not. No. No. I'm not. I don't really want Diggs back. Just on what you were just saying, like his price tag is gonna be too high. I don't want him back. Nope. Nope. Because he's about to try to get paid.
Oh yeah.
He should. I think he's deserving of it. I do want Diggs to get paid because I feel like he played some solid football for us. And then he had some good years with Seattle, but no, I'm not paying that price tag, but no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it, but I mean, I don't know. It's like it's cool he's a former player, but at the same time, like that doesn't change like how I feel about it. Like I don't care you're a former player. I mean, it's like okay, the new guy that we get, he's gonna be a Lions player, so it's like okay, I don't care that you were here before. Like I get it, but it was also a completely different situation when you were here before, and you're thriving in a different system. Like you're thriving in a different spot. So why not join a spot like that? That's gonna like maybe Tampa Bay. Why not join a spot that you can thrive in? That's that defense. You know why come back? I don't know.
Diggs did get an interception on the.
I know. Hey, Panda's thinking facts. He is. I'll wait for you to say something about that.
Oh, you're a fool, Panda.
Wait, hold up. How old is Quandre? Quandre.
He's 29. He's 29. Yeah.
Sounds right. 5'9", 197. 29 years old, yeah. When is his birthday? His birthday's in...
I like Diggs. I do.
Diggs is cool. His birthday's in January. But what about 2020? Was that a good year for him? Yeah, it was a solid year. Five interceptions. He's done really well in that defense, yeah.
Yeah, he's led in interceptions. I've seen the stat today. He has the most interceptions out of any safety the past 2 years.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it'd fit. I don't know.
Get a new QB and bring back Tyrell Williams.
Please. Hey, I'm down to bring back Tyrell. Bring back my boy Tyrell, Red, come on.
Look, you truly don't believe that. No, you don't.
Happy if the Lions re-sign Tyrell. I would 100% be happy. If we drop like a $1.5 million deal, $2 million, I'm in. I'm down.
I don't believe it.
That's money. That's money. It's a good receiver, and it's cheap.
Bro, stop.
How did the concussion keep him out the whole year? That's the only thing I question.
Because he's soft.
You think he didn't want to play? Like something was going on there. But if you're just saying the player, definitely would be like if there was another guy that was the exact same player and just had a different name, I would want to sign him.
Bro, you're tripping.
Because he's a big body, he can go up top, he can take the top off, he can make plays after the ball's in his hands. It's a good receiver. And his price tag will be very cheap because he's coming off the injury. And it was cheap when we got him. It kind of was like $4 million. Right? No, you're tripping. I just think you're tripping in this situation, right?
I do not want Tyrell back in the building.
For what? Because you didn't think he was a good player, or is it because of just how it went, the situation?
I just knew he was always injury prone. He did have that one good year with the Raiders.
It was a different
He had
injury.
some solid years with the Chargers. I just knew he wasn't gonna hold up. I knew Perriman was buns. I'll take Will Fuller because Will Fuller is better than Tyrell Williams.
He's more than Tyrell.
He is hurt more than Tyrell, but he's better when healthy.
Based on what? He's also getting paid a lot more too. He's also getting paid a lot more too, Rad. Like if we being honest here, he's getting paid a lot more. He'll get paid a lot more.
Not next year. He won't be. He won't be next year.
You don't think so?
No, there's no way Will Fuller can.
Why even sign a guy to a roster spot that's hurt every single year? It's like we're just wasting this spot.
Because when he's healthy, he's booming. We've already had this.
You think he'd be booming in this offense? You think he'd boom in this offense?
Yes, we need somebody who can stretch the field, but that's where Chris.
I thought Goff couldn't throw the deep ball, Red.
Look, now you're putting words in my mouth.
Hey, y'all got all reasons here for that. Everybody say Goff can't throw a deep ball. Like, let's get out of here with that.
Well, he really
Goff can definitely throw a deep ball. I mean, look at every year in LA, you can see him throw a deep ball. It's just that we can't. When you don't have receivers that can go deep, plus you don't have an offensive line, it's hard to throw a deep ball. That's all I'm gonna say.
The first half of the year, he was the check down king, so we really didn't believe in.
I would have been the check down king the first half of the year too, Red. At least get my stats
showed he can catch it. Look, man, I'm not about to get on Goff tonight, okay?
Hey, you started this, Brad. I didn't bring this up.
He said, "Would you take John Ross?" Will Fuller and John Ross ain't. Will Fuller is better than John Ross. I personally, I
agree with that.
But I mean, if we can get John Ross on a prove it deal, a cheap prove it deal, yeah, I'll take that for $240. But I don't know. John Ross ain't really did too much. I don't know.
He said we had more injuries than the Ravens last year. Yeah.
What?
That dude said we had more injuries than the Ravens last year. Bro, the Ravens literally lost everybody.
We did too,
running backs. We did lose everybody. The unfortunate thing for us is we don't even have good depth at a lot of spots. So it was just a mess. It was like, okay.
See, I like Zach. He's with me on that Calvin Ridley. He's on that Calvin Ridley trade. I'm all about that Calvin Ridley trade.
People were bringing that up earlier in the chat. You weren't here, so I was going to go into it.
I've been wanting Calvin Ridley.
Look at this, and he's look at this. He's with you too. Here you go.
Proving that he can be a true number one. He may not get the ball that much, but hey. Oh, OJ Howard, check my guy out. See, man, look. OJ Howard's a savage, bro.
They're taking words out of your mouth right now, Red.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you take OJ Howard or Greg Dulcich?
OJ Howard.
If they were like same give up to get them both.
OJ Howard.
Okay. He prefers Gerald Everett over Howard. Gerald Everett hasn't had the career though for the pick, I feel like, but he was with Goff.
He's another average guy. Can I think of? The chat is popping tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did have the single most games missed by starters. Yeah, that's. Gosh, I didn't know that. It makes sense. It's unfortunate.
I can't wait for next season, bro. We about to ball this year, like for real.
I wouldn't get David Njoku. No, I remember because this guy's been like he's gonna be available every year, and it's like I don't. It's every year. It's the same thought behind it. It's like I don't really want that.
What about Ingram?
I convince myself. Evan Ingram, no, I don't think I would because Evan Ingram for me, I don't trust his. He's just like this all the time in New York. I think what would benefit him though is just being in a new spot. It's like get out of New York. It's just not working here. It's ugly. Get out. Like kind of Eric Ebron, just get out. Try something else, and I think it'll help.
What about the 32nd pick for Saquon Barkley?
Nah.
You're tripping.
Red, no, you're tripping, right? I get another 30-second pick for Saquon Barkley.
Bro, it's Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley.
Saquon's that dude, but Red, like he's hurt. Like I don't know.
You
Man.
are
And then you gotta pay. Then you gotta
tripping.
pay the contract to him right after the year.
30-second pick for Saquon, bro. I'm getting a private jet. We gonna make sure he in the D quick.
Saquon's a
For
stud. He is a stud. I just
For
want
the
that
30,
32
you
pick.
would do it.
Brad,
I
that
don't think you
32
really
pick is
fully
going to be
hearing me.
Christian Watson.
I don't think you're fully hearing what I'm saying.
We're going to have Christian Watson at 32, and you're going to be like, oh, snap, we just got the best receiver for the next 5 years in National Football League. 6th year, I don't know, because he might,
Saquon Barkley, bro. It's Saquon
Brad,
Barkley.
let me just do this, because look, Saquon would kill it here. Like, he would. We have a better offensive line. He would go crazy here. But let's think about it like this.
For the 32nd, in a heartbeat.
Why don't you just take Kenneth Walker?
I would think they was pranking me, to be real.
Oh my goodness. He's averaged 3.7 yards per carry, 1.8 yards per carry, 4.6, and then 5. He was a kid, dude. He was so good as a rookie when he was healthy because he played in all 16 games, 13 yards of rushing. He had 720 yards receiving. He was so good as a rookie, man. Man, he was crazy. You ever seen like the highlight clip they put together for Saquon NFL did his rookie season?
Mm-mm.
Dude,
I know
it's
he's
so
a dog.
fire. Dang, dude, that thing is hype.
The Giants are terrible.
Yeah, they're a mess, dude.
Excuse me.
That whole team's a mess. There's a couple teams in the league, man. It's like, where are they going? I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not following them. You just don't know what direction they're going.
Kenny Galladay's a mess. Shout out to Kenny Galladay for going over there, dud, and getting us a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, true.
Shout out to KG.
Hey, Kenny Galladay's a cool dude, man. Kenny Galladay's a good receiver. Hey, I don't want to disrespect Kenny Galladay. He was balling for us. I like Kenny.
I didn't
Kenny
disrespect him. I said shout
Kenny
out
G.
to him.
Now, you kind of did disrespect. You gave a little slight there. I see what you did.
Shout out to KG going over there, dud, and getting us a 3rd. We appreciate you, Kenny.
Kenny G, man. Kelpie G, man. Kenny G was
He did play some good football for us in 2019.
Right, he played good football more than 2019, man.
He did. No, Kenny Galladay was solid. He was solid for us, but he left us in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So, shout out to him.
And he got money. Can you blame him?
No, I mean, money.
Hey, Stafford's leaving. All right, I'm gonna go get paid. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna have to stay here, I might as well just go get paid.
But I mean, he knew your boy was coming in golf.
Yeah.
So why didn't he stay if he knew your boy was coming in?
Because Stafford was his dude, like Marvin Jones. I'm like, hey, Stafford was my guy. Because I feel like golf was a signal of the Lions were going. Like with Stafford, there was always kind of that feel that okay, they got to win now, and then we cut everybody short, but we had to win now. When golf trade was made, I think it kind of gave you the feel that all right, this could be ugly. This could take some work. So, all right, if I'm gonna have to stick in this, if I'm Kenny Galladay, why not just go get the most money I can and go to another crap situation with Giants?
Straight up. I wish we'd have kept Marvin Jones though, bro.
Marvin was cool. I like Marvin.
I like Marvin Jones. They said what we like about Trey. How we felt about Trey McBride. I think Trey McBride is what he is. I mean, I think he's a solid tight end.
I think he's a
tight end.
No, I think he might be the best, but I wouldn't draft him because it's just too high for us for a tight end.
Right. He's a nice complete tight end. I would have liked to see his 40. I think he's gonna run a 4.6, 4.7, 4.7.
Yeah.
4.6, 4.7.
You were like Trey
Agnew.
McBride looked kind of slow.
He did.
Agnew was nice. Agnew got paid though, kind of. I don't know. Was Agnew even worth it though? Like, I'm just being honest. I haven't looked at the numbers or anything. Like, I know he had like a cool punt returns, kick returns, but like, did he do anything for them in the pass game for the contract that he got?
I have no idea. I just know he's a really good special teamer.
He is. He is a great.
I really don't know what he did. And then I want Gerard Davis back. No. Zach, I've been rocking with you all show, but that Gerard Davis kind of.
He had 220 yards receiving.
Should have kept Prater. Yep, I feel you, Cameron. Stafford and golf trade proves one player can make a difference when they lose. New guy. See Zach's trade for Calvin. Really, I rock with you on that one. I rocks with you.
I wish Marvin went to the Rams too. I thought he would. I thought he would stay with Stafford. The dude was at the Super Bowl with his family. It's like, why didn't you go there, man? Why would you go to It had to be for money, but because he had to get cheaper. But come on, man, Jacksonville. I think
they don't get
money and
taxed in
Bevel.
Florida. I thought, right? In Florida,
No, they don't.
like you get a way better contract.
I mean, it's a nice place to live. Daryl Bevel's there. You got a lot more money, probably. But like, don't you want to win, Marvin? Like, you would have won with, and they could have used you when Odell went down. Ooh,
Oh, for sure.
that game wouldn't have been that close if they would have had a guy like him.
Just
That
don't
beat,
put
these
James
beats
in.
are fire, Elijah.
Golden Tate, he ain't even in the NFL no more, huh?
No, he's not. He's been out for a couple years actually.
That's crazy.
It is. He went out young. But like, I feel like, you know, at least it wasn't like an ugly way to go out. It was like, okay, I'm just not gonna do this. I'm gonna go do TV instead of like getting forced out like in the past. We've had some ugly people leave.
It said there's a
SDSU.
San Diego State punter.
He's crazy. I've seen him.
Better
Monster
stop.
punts.
What?
He got some, but we got that dude. You know what I'm saying? We got
Right,
Jack
I'm running
Fox, Foxylvania. We don't need that. I think
We
JC
need
Jackson.
to go get what's the YouTuber Destroyer and let him be our
destroying.
He can kick,
He
bro.
can kick. I can kick too though a little bit. Like if we being real here, like if we're talking contracts. I'm gonna be ready.
You can kick.
I was lifting it. Yeah,
Real talk.
real talk.
Get out there and get the kick.
I could probably punt right now. I could probably punt that thing 25 yards.
I can
No-
punt the ball
no
25
warm-ups.
yards.
So
I
without
thought
warm
you
ups,
could
though,
actually
man. That's what I'm talking about. So you know, cold day.
Can you punt or kick?
I mean, I can kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
So you're
could
punting.
probably knock down like if we were at the 2-yard line, I might be able to hit 1 of 5.
Oh, okay, you can't kick.
But maybe not. No, I probably would because I wouldn't get over the line.
I thought you could actually kick for a second.
No, I can't get right. I'm trying. Did you try it? I remember I said you got to try to go kick a field goal. It's so difficult. It's like it's hard, man.
It is. This takes I mean, there's technique to it.
There's so much. It's like I feel like field goal unless you're like a former soccer player because soccer players they can kick a field goal. Like I
Right,
know people
right.
that never tried to. It's like what? But if you know, like you don't have that kicking background, dude, it's like the hardest thing to do.
What would you rather be, a punter or a kicker?
I'd rather be a punter.
100%.
Yeah, the punter
No
would be
pressure.
money. No pressure.
No
Heck yeah.
pressure.
I might get a couple
Game not
throws
on
in
the
there. Jack
line.
Fox. Hey, and the great thing about a punter is that like even if a trick play goes wrong and it's like, oh, it's a bad pass, like he's the punter. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried to do it with the punter, but no, definitely the punter. The only thing would be rough though is when they put you like at the 2-yard line.
Right.
And
you
you
don't
gotta
want to
catch
step
it
out of
on
bounds and
end
get that safety.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Quick question. I didn't see that. Panda just asked, what was strong miles per hour? Because wasn't Howell's
didn't
like
see it.
57?
Howell 59, and the other guy was 55. I did not see his though.
I didn't see that either. That was new. That was new to the combine.
Yeah, why didn't they show that? I was like, that's cool. Why didn't they show?
I don't know that they should have showed that because the combine was boring than them. Oh my gosh. It was boring, bro.
It was. It was kind of boring. You said you fell
How
asleep.
long was that? I did. I fell asleep at one point.
It really wasn't that long though, because they didn't go do 11. They went till like 10. It's only 6 hours.
That's a lot. 6 hours of just watching
like- it's
somebody
like-
run.
Yeah, but we got good notes, Brad. I got notes on all these, dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. It's a piece to the puzzle. You know what, Brad? I
Exactly.
felt like a
What
scout
about
today. I got up. I was ranking these players. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? David Bell.
Drink your cider.
Yeah,
Drank the cider.
sir. We drank the 2 of the cider. You can already see the spoons in here. Drank 2 of the ciders.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a good day.
You're full, dog.
Except would have gotten at least 90 miles per hour. He probably would. He definitely would have had the highest. Dang.
For sure. I think they should do that. I want to know. I think and they should have every NFL quarterback do that just to see who's got like the most velocity on that ball.
Well, didn't they say
That'd be
Howell
dope.
had the highest? I think they said Howell had the highest, and that's why they showed it. I don't know why they
Yeah,
showed the other one.
I think he did, but I want to see what like Stafford is compared to Josh Allen's and Patrick Mahomes, and
Yeah,
like I want to see things like
'Cause-
that.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Especially coming out of the draft, you know, when they're both younger.
I'd do
Calvin
it right
Austin,
now. They
though.
should do it at the Calvin Austin. I knew was gonna run fast. I would
You
love
think
to
he-
have Calvin Austin, but he's going second, third round now.
I don't know. I'm still a little holding back a little bit on Calvin Austin. I can't.
Why, man? He's a
I don't
gadget
know. The
player. He
40
can
time
run
is
routes.
beautiful.
But he can run routes.
I think
He showed
the
that at the
issue for
Senior
me
Bowl.
was getting to see Khalif Raymond as much as we did. Like Khalif was such a good route runner, and then it's just like there's nothing here. You know what I'm saying? There was just no consistent production there. Maybe it was
I
just our
think he's
team.
better than Khalif Raymond.
I think he probably is too.
Because Khalif Raymond's been in the league about 4 or 5 years and still ain't really did-ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
You always get caught up on Khalif Raymond. Anytime it's a little receiver, you always start thinking Khalif Raymond.
Well, I think because that's the same thing, man. Like I'm telling y'all, like Calvin Austin isn't his best trait his route running and his just how shifty he is. Khalif is nasty shifty, man. Nasty. I bet that's why the Titans had him, and as long as they did, it's like, dude, you get to see what he is in practice. He's nasty. It's just tough. There's actually limitations there. Like you can give him the ball in space. Thing I think with Khalif is he's not great with the ball in his hands, like making guys miss. That could be the area where Kelvin could separate himself. Because Khalif, like even on returning, he was good, but he wasn't like like scary with the ball.
Jukey. He wasn't jukey or nothing like that, really.
No, I think you need that, or you have to be elite speed, like not great, not good to great speed like Khalif. You need to be like Tyreek Hill kind of speed. That way you can just blow by people in certain offensive plays.
Like Calvin Austin.
Is Calvin Austin that fast? I mean, Tyquan Thornton ran a 4.21. I don't know. Maybe we should have Tyquan Thornton.
And what did Calvin Austin run?
A 4.32. I think unofficially his first one was a 4.32.
That's fast.
It is fast. Hey, but you know who's faster though. You know who's faster though. Christian Watson's a little bit faster. And it was 6'3".
Only ran a 4.4.
6'5". Christian Watson's 6'5", Brad, and he ran a faster 40.
Tyreek Hill only ran a 4.4.
Really?
No, I made that up. I don't know.
Oh man, I mean he might have. I don't. Maybe he probably didn't run the 40. Tyreek Hill 40. He's just crazy on Madden. He ran a 4.29. So yeah, it's about that area.
You just hating on Calvin Austin, man.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. It's just like I don't know. I can't say he's the top receiver in the class. I can't say I'd take him.
He's not top receiver. I would take him in the
do this.
But if he was there, I'd take him.
Okay.
Calvin Johnson. Oh,
Drake London. I'm taking London. I'm taking Burks. I'm taking Williams. I'm taking Watson. I'm taking Olave. I'm taking Dotson. I'm taking probably Garrett Wilson. I haven't noticed stuff. Alec Pierce. I am right now ranked at number 10, right with Justin Ross. Him and Justin Ross, I'm kind of in the middle with. And then Khalil Shakir, I thought he was awesome today too. Khalil Shakir, he ran a 4.35 and then a 4.4. I thought he's hands. He's just again a little bit on the smaller side, but he's bigger than Kelvin Austin. I got Kelvin Austin, Justin Ross, Khalil Shakir all kind of like bunched up next to each other. I think that's a good spot for all those guys.
Oh, I can kind of see that, what you're saying there. So, are you taking Burke? Why are you laughing?
I don't know. You just look goofy. What's up?
Oh, sorry. Are you taking Burke? I'm comfortable, man.
Be comfortable, man. Do your thing.
What is that?
Hi, Carly on your sweatshirt? Okay.
It says good vibes only.
Oh, okay. I know that one. Yeah, I like that one.
Hold on now.
What?
Pick 32.
What? Pick 32.
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock.
You're in the war room.
Okay.
Burt or London?
Put the column for London. London for sure. London. Okay. I was pulled off a little bit by Burks because Burks, if you watch him, they'll hype up all this stuff, but when he has a ball in his hands, he's not like, I feel like London, every time he has the ball, he's trying to make something happen. Like he's staying in bounds, trying to make someone miss, trying to pick up extra yards. Burks sort of, he has the ability, but he'll just like kind of walk out of bounds with it. Like he'll just give up on plays. I like London. He wants those extra yards. And plus all the stuff you said about the St. Brown and him liking the Lions and all. Like, yeah, man. Put those two together. Yep. Hey, he's my number one receiver in the class. I don't care what they say about Olave. He's my number one receiver.
Okay. Pick 66. You're on the clock.
Let me get the phone.
You're in the bathroom. You're in the bathroom this time.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Ritter or Strong?
Oh, that's actually tough, right? Why'd you do me like that?
I'm trying to see.
I got 10 minutes.
Who
Oh no, I got 7 minutes. So
you're in the bathroom, Ritter or Strong?
whew. I don't. What would you take?
I asked you.
I know, but it's like if you're you're like part of the board, you can be like, oh, I would do this.
No, I had a
So I'm
headache.
just
I
in the
went home.
bathroom,
I
so I'm
went home
alone. I
early.
can't like. Okay, let me
It's just
see.
you. I went home early. I had a headache. There was no ibuprofen around. I can't help.
I wrote one of my thing. He reminds me of Strong. It's wild. Okay.
Ritter or Strong?
I mean, if I look at my past rankings, I had Strong, but I do like Ritter, man. I just like the command that he has. I'm gonna go Strong.
Ooh.
That's tough. That's gonna change. I'm gonna go Strong. Yeah. I picked 6 Strong.
Okay, I got another one.
Okay, Rad's come with the heat today. Yo, those are Dion. You taking Thibodeau or Hamilton? I'm taking Hamilton right now. I mean, yeah. Whoa, English. Wait, Kyle Hamilton or Thibodeau? I don't know. I might open the door back open for Thibodeau.
That's easy.
I think right now Hamilton's a better player, but I'm gonna open the door back up because I'm gonna do a versus video. Brad, wait a minute.
I'm
Wait a
taking
minute. Hold up.
Hamilton.
I want pass rush over a safety, but I do think Hamilton's the better player.
Over K-Rob.
All right, Brad. What's your scenario? Let's hear it.
Dax Hill or Brisker. 34th pick. And to answer your question, I'm taking Ritter over Carson Strong.
Okay. Dax Hill.
And then I'm taking Drake London over Burks also. So now, Hill, Dax, or Brisker.
That's tough too, man. Dax Hill or Brisker. I think see, Dax Hill's weird because he looks like he could play like a deep safety, but he always plays slot. Which I guess could be good for us. He's super fast. I'm gonna go Brisker.
Brisker?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take Dax. I'm taking Dax Hill. I got another one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I just lost it. Hold on.
Okay, that was good. Get Foles in free agency. Nick Foles. Hey, I take Colt McCoy. Bring in Colt McCoy. I do that.
Oh, I had a good one. I lost it.
Leon O'Neal's the thumper. He just puts his head down. He doesn't see what he hits. I like Leon
O'Neal. I do like Leon.
He do play with great energy.
I really forgot. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Brad, that was whack. What was that, Brad? You just forgot it?
I did. I had it there too. I'm tired, but I had it there. Oh, it was such a good one. Hold on. Oh, I got it. Right here's one. Chad Muma. Or Devin Lloyd.
Yo.
There's one. That's what it was. It was Chad Muma.
I'm taking Muma. I'll take a Muma.
Ooh, look, as I asked that question, the chat was like Devin or Nakobe.
I take Devin Lloyd over Nakobe, and I take Chad Muma over both.
You're really that high on Chad Muma?
I'm that high on Chad Muma.
Chad Muma over Lloyd or Nakobe.
Never trusted Chad. I got Sarah. I'll take Chad Muma, man. What about you, Rad? Yeah, what you think?
I'm taking Nakobe Dean
over Devin Lloyd.
Yep, over Devin Lloyd and Muma. Yep.
How?
And
Based
then I'm
on
gonna
what?
take Chad.
How are you taking?
I'm gonna take
why
Chad.
are you taking?
He's played on SEC football. Made plays in the SEC football. I mean, I played in the Mountain West, but Muma's in the Mountain West going against lower talent. You know what I'm saying? So
there's some good talent in there. You got Boise State in there. You know, you got
look. I'm taking.
Hey, did you play Boise State?
Nah, they weren't in the Mountain West when I was there.
Who was in your
We
Mountain
had
West?
hold on, sorry. TCU, Utah,
That was probably legit when you were playing.
TCU, Utah, BYU, San Diego State,
What was the
Wyoming,
best team in the conference other than you guys?
New Mexico. It'd be like Utah or TCU.
Was any of them ranked when you played them? Who was the best team you played?
Probably Minnesota.
You played Minnesota.
Yeah, they had Lawrence Maroney and who was the running back who played for the Cowboys? Lawrence Maroney, and they both went to the NFL. They had two NFL running backs.
Wow. Yeah, did you guys win? You guys upset them?
No. We played at the Vikings' old stadium at that time too, in their dome. It was hot as hell in that dome.
I do remember that.
Super hot in their dome. No. I mean, we play Colorado every year too at Invesco, the Denver Broncos stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
That stadium is nice.
The Broncos?
Yes, their stadium is super nice.
Is it what people say? Like, is it the air different or like?
Oh yeah, the air is definitely different in Colorado.
It's like hard to breathe up there.
Yeah, but you get used to it.
Oh,
but like when you first show up, when you first show up, it takes like a month to get used to it.
Wow.
It's thinner. You know what I mean? You just farted.
No, it's my thumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Are we done? Any final thoughts? Or you want to keep it going?
Hey.
I can keep it going. I just know, you tired.
Yeah, the dog is sad. She's sad, man. She wanted the eggs, dude. Hey. She wanted the eggs. Yeah, we can wrap this up, man. But we'll have to get back on, man. Talk about some combine.
I know we're going Monday. I might be down to go Saturday night after defense.
Okay. All right, I like that.
If not, we're going Monday for sure.
I'm down with that. Yeah, let's go Monday. It'll be after everything too. Yeah.
You're Monday.
I'll send you the link whenever I go live if you want to jump in. That's cool.
Always.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Something came over me. I was like, I don't have nothing. I'm just gonna jump on my phone. Like I don't.
Yeah,
care.
man, it was good. You brought an energy. You were here for like an hour and a half. I don't know how that happened.
People are gonna see me in my rawest form.
Hey, okay.
I'm
you should have
literally
put the sunglasses
on the floor.
on. That's what you did.
I'm literally on the floor.
You are. I don't know what you're doing, Brad. It looks like you're in a hotel room. That's what that carpet looks like.
I'm just a guy out here trying to make it. All right, man.
What's going on, man? What are we doing?
Close the stop.
All right, give it. All right, give us some words of wisdom on the way out, man. Let people know.
Words of wisdom: drink a lot of water. Because if not, you can get headaches, and it really sucks to get a headache and you don't have any ibuprofen near you. Because I was just going through that, but then I got some and drank some water. I think it's probably because I didn't eat for 6 hours too. That could have been it. I don't know.
Red's an island boy.
Either way.
Yo, Red, you an island boy? Red, you know the island boys?
No, I don't know what island boy is. What does that mean? What?
There you go.
What's an island boy?
Like this, I didn't say this. They said this. All right. All right. Here we go. Here's what they're saying.
Made it to a live stream. Rad's an island boy. What's an island boy?
That's not it. This is the island boy.
The hell is an island boy? Hell nah. Who is them funny looking people?
They did like a rap. They like rap.
Wait a minute. Who is those jokers?
Guys, is their rap copyright? It's actually a song. It's called "I'm an Island Boy." Is this copyright? Chat, do you guys know? I don't think it is. It's just them rapping. All right, I'm gonna play it so you can see what
They're
this is
not
what they're
real
calling
people. That's real people.
you. Yes. He's trying to make it to the top. Oh, I see what you did there. Okay.
What you mean?
There you go.
They trying to make it to the top. Just
This
do it.
this is you, Red. This is what they're saying. I'm not saying that. This is what
It's
they're saying.
after 2 a.m. here. I feel
What you
ya.
think, Red? Do you agree?
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy.
Man,
I'm
if you don't get them,
island boy.
please get them off the camera. I'm done. I've had enough. Please get them off. No, now whoever said that comment, I'm taking it as disrespect.
Red, why was that not on your top 5 rappers? That's what I'm trying to figure. Alex was that?
Them dudes is weird. Who is them? They really
It's
rappers?
that stuff that gets viral. Why, Red? I can't go viral for making a tweet.
Terrible.
Come on, man.
I don't even know why we put them on the camera, man. Oh my gosh. Nah, I don't care. Y'all can call me whatever you want, but I'm definitely not no island boy. Remember them?
Dang.
They sitting there slaves.
That
I'm about to look them up after this.
Oh yeah, I think that's their only thing. But
Pat McAfee show loves them guys. I rocks with Pat McAfee. I like Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee's lit. I do like
He's
Pat
dope.
McAfee. His show is great. His show is top notch. Top notch sports show.
Boy. Hey man, this was great. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. How many people still in the chat?
4,000. No, I'm playing. I'm playing, man. But yeah, yeah.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
We'll come back, man. Button. We'll come back.
Hey man, I want to say thank you for having me on the show, and I surprised you. You didn't.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up there.
All right.
I want to hear it.
You didn't expect me to show up though, did you? You really?
I didn't. I did not expect you to show up. I saw you texting me, and I was gonna respond after the show.
You're a piece of work.
It was a good show, Rad. Good stuff.
Because I'm an island boy, just trying to make it.
You gotta look that up. You haven't seen
it? Are they from Long Island or something?
I don't know. I saw the clip on like Snapchat or something. I'm done with this. I'm not gonna give this any support. I'm not gonna watch this crap.
Good vibes. Always good vibes. You heard?
Yeah, they probably would wear that kind of sweatshirt too. Yeah.
Well,
so I can see where they're coming from.
I'm all about good vibes, so I don't like the negative people, negative energy. All right, man, let's get up off here. I'm sleep talking.
All right, man. Let's do it. Where's my outro? Here it is. All right, everybody have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow to talk running backs, offensive line.
Oh,
there it is.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.